How's it going, everyone? We are live from the Tiny Trainer Winter Series. I am Armando Gallegos, and this is Casey Prater Casardo. And today we are going into our double elimination bracket. We just wrapped up qualifying. So let's take a look at how our qualifying wrapped up. We have some great pilots out here today. So in the #1 spot of our qualifying, TQ, that goes to me. I beat out Engineer by 0.02 of a second. And then he was followed by Amari, then Shame, Sky, Dreams, Kyle Kaufman, Pilot in Command made it into the top 10, and we got Casardo. And then we are followed by Calculus TX, Mongo, Clyde, Flyboy, Water Clocker, Patty D, Bonnie, and Golden Eagle. We watched a great last chance qualifier going on to give Bonnie and Golden Eagle those last spots. So whenever we run qualifying, we give the top 14 spots today to our best top 3 consecutive lap qualifiers, but after that, the rest of the spots were decided by a last chance chase the ace final, and that came down to, they actually had to run 3 races. We watched Bonnie win 2 of those, take it home, and she was followed by Golden Eagle in second, and he made it into our top 16. So let's take it to Casey to thank our sponsors.
Yeah, we've got a lot of sponsors we'd like to thank. First off, 533. They were the one that sponsored most of everything. We also like to thank Heil Sound for our mics. Pyrodrone. We also have HQProp, Old Vienna, Red Hot Riplets, and Mighty Kind Cannabis Seltzer. And that's about it.
Orca.
We also have Orca, I forgot to say. Like to show off those goggles for us. We got here
our championship trophy.
Special pair of gold goggles, one of a kind. They made this color for this race only. So the winner of this series will get $2,000 cash, plus these lovely goggles provided by Orca.
Yep. And we released a track video of our track before the stream started today, but if you did not get to watch it, Casey is going to walk you through what our track is today.
Yeah, let's take a look. So we start off at the starting blocks. We're going to go straight, bust the left right around this green pole right here. And then we're going to have our first gate. That'll be our timing gate. We're going to be turning right through these 2 gates along the far stretch. We're going to be spinning around the pole 2 times, through the red gate, around the pole 1 more time, through the top gate, out through the white. Then we're going through 2 more blue gates. That's our sky gate. Then we have a dive gate with another 180, a little corkscrew there. This we're going to call the flying J into the white, up through the white, down through the red, around the corner, another 180 here. And then we have a high gate that's going to go to an over-under to the right. We're going to spiral around, go around to the right again, right, and then we have our timing gate. We've seen some pretty fast times. What was your fastest lap today, Mondo?
When I got the TQ spot, my fastest lap was a 12.8 second lap, and I kind of got lucky with that top qualifier spot. I don't know if that even makes sense, but at the start of the pack, I had a slight crash, and then my camera angle got stuck all the way at the top maximum angle. So then in order for me to stay off the ground, I had to hold full throttle. And that's how I ended up with 12.8. So let's see who is going into race 1. Let's get them up.
All right.
So we're going to be following Clyde, Dreams, Amari, and who is, Patty D. So for this stream, we're going to be giving a $50 533 gift card away to the top bettor. And the way you bet is, I will open a bet soon, but I need everybody that wants to bet on this first race to drop a comment in the chat to be counted as a viewer. And I'm going to give everybody 100 points to bet this first race. And then we're going to show you how to input your betting commands.
Again, all you got to do is just place a comment in the chat. That'll give you the rights to getting tokens. And whenever you get those tokens, we'll show you how to use them to win the $50 gift certificate from 533.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're going to go ahead and give everybody some tokens.
Oh, give me some tokens.
Tokens.
If you want to, you got to drop a comment in the chat, Sean.
I'm ready to get my, I got to say something in the chat?
I'm going to say something in the chat just so I can get my tokens.
Yeah, I'm doing it here. Let's see, live chat. Say something.
The colors that you're going to see circling the pilot feeds to our right is going to indicate which LEDs those quads are rocking. So that'll help you follow them whenever you're seeing the
okay, everybody's getting 100
secondary
tokens.
View.
And then,
yeah, we got a pilot doing a mad dash for goggles. Apparently they're important if you want to fly FPV.
Yeah. Okay, well,
you got to have your goggles. But I'm looking here at Amari. Amari qualified 3rd position, I believe, on the day. And he was putting down some extremely fast laps. He's been at most of these Tiny Trainer races. I think he's going to be a pilot that's going to be very hard to beat until maybe the last 2 or 3 rounds here.
Okay, so in order to bet, you're going to be putting the command exclamation point bet, then you're going to put a space, and then you're going to put a number for the pilot you want. So our pilots are as follows. Number 0 will be Clyde, number 1 will be Dreams, number 2 will be Amari, and number 3 will be Patty D. So you put that number, and then you put another space, and then you put the number of tokens you want to bet. And then
lots of bets coming in for Amari already.
yeah, if you want to check how many tokens, okay, multi-GP, you cannot put the word blue. It has to be a number.
All right, I think we're pretty close here. Pilots, how are we doing?
And then an
Thumbs
easy
up for good video.
An easy way to check if we took your bet is to just put in the command exclamation point tokens, and if you have less tokens than you thought you had.
All right, pilots, arm your quads. Oh, timeout, no go.
Seems like the white quad's having a little problem.
We got a little restart situation here.
All right, I see a lot of bets on number 2.
Dreams, we good? Oh, there he is.
Who do we have in this heat again, Mondo?
We have Amari in the blue drone, Dreams, Kyle Kaufman in white, Clyde, Chris Mayer in red, and then Patty D, Patrick
All right,
Donovan
pilots,
in green.
arm
All great
your
pilots.
quads.
Okay, we're about to go live.
On the tone in less than 5.
Closing the bets.
We are off.
All right.
So Amari is in blue. It looks like he has some sketchy video.
He did. He's having some trouble here. A lot of people about to lose some points.
I don't know. He's finding a way to keep it in the air.
Yeah.
Definitely looking like the video's affecting his flying, though.
Yes. We saw some great flying out of him today. I believe he was our 3rd qualifier.
Amari 25.3.
So here we go. 2nd lap for Amari. A very hard to watch lap.
Yes, it is.
Patty D is down, but Clyde, Dreams, and Amari are still in the air. Amari's really struggling right now just to keep the quad in the air.
Yeah, just take it slow
Trying
and
to
steady,
finish
Amari.
these laps so he
He
can
is
get...
alone in the air at the moment.
Clyde 49.4.
I honestly don't know how he's even flying. It looks like
Amari 35.3.
Dreams was in first, and then he had a bobble, and he's coming around for his 3rd lap right now.
Dreamsy 31.8. Clyde 23 flat.
Yeah, Dreams in white coming through our sky bridge, down through our dive gate. Here's our Flying J section. Coming around the column, about to finish this lap off through our FPV gate section, through our gate, and that is 4 laps for Dream Z. Let's see who gets 2nd place.
Dreams is going to take that first
Clyde
victory.
22.2. Clyde
Clyde's going to take 2nd.
What
Amari
happened to Amari's
39.5. Amari
video?
done. All pilots are finished.
It's terrible, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's wand him.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
It
wand
didn't look
that
like
drone.
anything I'd ever seen before.
Yeah, that doesn't look like
Um,
the Wi-Fi problem we had last time.
Well, if you bet on Clyde, you just lost your money because he was in 2nd.
I vaguely remember during qualifying that Amari smacked the ceiling, and I didn't know how his quad was still working.
Did we have any bets
I
on
don't think we
Dreams?
have wireless. Yeah, it was awful. Yeah, I don't think there's wireless cameras over there by you guys.
Yeah,
Let's see your quad first.
yeah. Let's
Let's
test
do that.
Amari's quad, and then who won that race? That was Dreams.
Dreams. Yep. Did we have any bets on
Dreams
Dreams?
in white. Unfortunately, Dreams had 0
See,
votes.
everybody's sleeping on Dreams.
So we're
If
gonna
they would have
pick
seen
that
him
winner.
qualify today, they would have maybe made a different bet.
So there we go. Everybody that bet on white has been rewarded, and that was nobody. So all people did was lose
Nobody
tokens.
made any money there. I only lost 25 because I made a scary bet.
Yeah, so we're going to wait a second, actually, and we're going to find out if Amari had bad video for drone reasons or if it's something we were doing. And as we wait, we can run an ad really quick.
Yeah, let's
take
take
one of
a
our sponsors.
take a look at one of our sponsored ads.
And we're back. So then it looks like they're still checking out Amari's quad. So the problem is sometimes you have like a rough last pack and you go out there and you check your quad, everything looks good, you test hover it, but you're standing like 5 feet from it, so you aren't really testing to see if your video is outputting as strong as it should. So there is a chance that his UFL, which is the connector that goes to the video transmitter, there's a chance that it was loose, got popped free, and then he had bad video because of that. We're still waiting for a word from Sean Ames to tell us what the verdict is on Amari's video.
The old loose UFL. I've seen it 1,000 times.
Yeah. It's either that or sometimes the ground breaks to people's SMA connection, which is how they screw on their antennas. The ground breaks and there's no connection then, but it looks like it's connected. And then they have bad video for that. So it's important that if you think a drone is being a little sketchy, you just had a really strong
trial
crash,
run.
swap it out, or we have a practice track upstairs, open, completely open to fly as much as you want. You can go up there and you can rip some laps around, and then you can make sure that your quad is working.
Work out those kinks.
Looks like they're actually going to be testing all of the pilots' video powers right now. They're plugging in some quads, and they're going to make sure that it wasn't somebody else's quad related. Because sometimes if you have another quad out there that's just blasting video power, then it could make it hard for you to see because yours is kind of whispering compared to theirs, and it's hard for your video receiver to pick it up.
We actually have a VTX limit, and that's 25 milliwatts, which is about as low as these VTXs will go.
So Techno Drone says, what are the tokens about? Never seen anything like this before. So before every race, Techno Drone, if you leave a comment in the chat, I'm going to give every viewer 100 tokens, and you are going to bet those on pilots 1 through 4 or 0 through 3, our red, white, blue, and green pilot. And then you can double your points just by betting correctly. And as the race goes on, you're going to keep getting more and more points. And you there's no max bet. You can bet all your points if you want and hopefully get the right pilot. Everybody bet on Amari that last one, and everybody lost points. So maybe don't bet all 100 points as soon as you get them. So yeah, we can walk you through that as soon as we find out what our second race is going to be. There's a chance we might rerun that because it looks like they're retesting everybody's video. So what happens after qualifying, like we just ran 7 batteries with each other in qualifying groups, and it was all the same pilots. And then right after qualifying ends, you end up with a whole new group of pilots. And sometimes video transmitters don't like to mix. Sometimes you got to switch channels for people. And then sometimes somebody's just video transmitters outputting super hot because of like a crash. And then you end up with some craziness going on. So
Whole lot of technicalities here.
Yeah, it looks like Amari's about to just test fly his drone, and we're going to see how his video is doing. Yeah, we're sorry for this delay, but we'd rather our pilots have the best chance of competing than get taken out because of something that we did.
That video looks amazing now.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but it's definitely way, way, way better.
Yeah, his video had like weird lines in it.
All right.
The stream can't really see what we're seeing. We have a little special monitor here connected to 4 video transmitters out on this like super long tripod, and we get beautiful, clear video, almost like 0 latency straight to this monitor
Pilot
over here.
in command.
And that's how we actually commentate on the races. So you guys are going to see like 4 little boxes. We have these 4 big screens here, so we can see all 4 pilots, and then we can tell you exactly where they are on the track. It is actually a pretty challenging thing to do, to watch all 4 feeds at once. So most of the time, what I try to do as a track designer is make each part of the track look pretty noticeable and different. Like it makes it harder if the whole track looks pretty much the same, and it's kind of hard to tell who's in first place. But if like everything looks different through the track, then you can just look for those markers and see who's hitting it first and then following.
Little visual cues.
So Sean Ames, what is the verdict on the Amari video transmitter problem? Sounds like they're still discussing.
Sean, can you hear us?
Yeah.
What's the verdict of the
Yeah,
video?
the verdict is we're going to run heat number 2.
All right.
We power tested everything. We are going to be power testing some quads at the line. But we can't identify the problem. So
Okay, so heat 2, race
heat
2.
2. So engineer, pilot in command, Mongo, and Bonnie on the line.
Yep, so if you want to bet on this race, hurry up and drop a comment in the chat. I'm going to give everybody 100 points.
If you've already commented in the chat, it'll.
Yeah, if you've already
I don't
made
really
a
know
comment
how it
before,
works,
you're a viewer.
so-
Yeah, you're already in there, locked
So then
in.
here we go, giving everybody 100 points, and then we're going to open up the bet, and then I will tell you who
That's
each
you.
pilot
Race band two?
is. So we're opening it up. And then our 4 pilots. So our red pilot is going to be Bonnie from Illinois. Engineer is our white pilot, and he's coming here from Florida, actually from New York. And then
Florida.
our blue pilot is going to be Pilot in Command, one of our locals. Very nice guy. He is our blue pilot, Ryan Robinson. And our green pilot is going to be Mongo, M-O-N-G-O. Do not confuse that with Mondo.
I typically
who is
just
me.
put it in schooling mode. You just
So
push-
then if you want to bet on Bonnie, you're going to put exclamation point bet 0 and then the number of points you want. If you want engineer, exclamation point bet space 1 space how many points you want, and so on. So go ahead and get your bets in. I'm going to get my bet in real quick.
Who are you going to bet for, Mondo?
You're about to see in the chat.
Oh, bet
Oh.
on the old engineer, huh?
Oh, dude.
That's a pretty safe bet in this one, but you never know if he hits the wall and loses a prop. I would definitely give it to our St. Louis local.
Yeah. So actually, I'm wondering if I cleared out the bets before, because we're getting some pretty high numbers right now. We'll find out.
It all comes out in the wash.
It does. So it looks like we have 2 pilot videos so far. We're going to be waiting for 4 pilots to get out there. I'm going to be, all my money is going to be on engineer on this one. He was our 2nd place qualifier.
He was first place for a while until
He
you
was.
took
my
that
last
from him.
battery, I actually got lucky. I don't know why I keep saying lucky. But I was running full camera tilt, and I just had to full throttle it to get through the track, and I kind of kept my
Are you going to
stuff
keep your
together.
camera on full camera tilt?
No, I put it back to 45 because it felt very uncomfortable.
yeah. Not sure. What are the numbers for the betting here in this round, guys?
Okay, so if you want Bonnie
In the
you're
red
gonna-
drone.
you're gonna put a 0. If you want engineer, you put
In
a
the white
1.
drone.
If you want pilot and command, you
In the
put a
blue.
2. And if you put Mongo, you want
In the green.
to put a number 3.
All right, I got 4 videos on the screen.
Yep.
1.
Our bet's going through, not seeing. Oh, we turned off that, Tony Bracco. We turned off the whole spam everybody back.
I need you guys
we
to
found
not
that
be
it was
there.
just filling the chat with way too many
All right,
comments. So
pilots,
only
I'm looking for 4 thumbs.
I
1,
can put the top
2,
comment. So like if
3,
I type exclamation
4.
point top,
All right.
it'll tell us our 5 top
Pilots,
viewers.
arm your quads, racing to 4 laps. We're going live on the tone.
Here we go. We're stopping betting. Our white pilot with TT Liquor in his OSD is engineer going into our Flying J section through the high gate, over under, coming around for his 2nd lap now. This track
big crash.
audio is just
Engineer's
trippy.
going fast
He
here.
is.
20.5.
What kind of lap times are we seeing, Sean?
Looks like Engineer put up 14-second lap to start, 13.4, but he just got something a little wrong here, but he was able to recover pretty quick. Now he's heading into the Sky Bridge.
Pilot Command is in 2nd currently.
Mongo 37.7.
It looks like if Pilot Command can keep it clean, then we're going to end up with Pilot and Command in 2nd place. It looks like TT Liquor downshifted a little bit, and he is going to be slowing it down.
22.1.
Engineer's getting ready to cross over on his
Engineer 14.
There we
winning
go.
lap.
That's first place for
Engineer's
Engineer.
done.
Pilot and command done.
And
Pilot
Pilot Command is
with 3
done.
laps comes in 2nd, so Bonnie and Mongo are going to move to the consolation bracket. Engineer and Pilot Command are moving on up.
So everybody that bet on white is going to get some points now. And then I'm going to reset this bet this time to make sure that I got it right. Hyper 202. Look at you. So I'm pretty sure that means Hyper is currently our top bettor.
Hyper's taking the win right out of the gate.
Yeah, that was interesting. Oh,
A little showboat.
If they would have kept that video up, we just watched engineer fly his quad line of sight and just landed in the sand.
All right, I'm in this next heat.
Yep, we're going to be watching Sean. Let me announce who is in this next heat. We have Sky in the red drone, that is bet 0. Shames in the white drone, that is bet 1. Water Clocker in the blue drone, that is bet 2. And Flyboy in green, that is bet 3. So I will give everybody tokens. And then I will open up betting again once we've given everybody their tokens.
What's that?
There we go.
Yeah, I was in effect, but like you were a lap ahead of the next guy. But that's why you got 3 laps, but still got second.
Right, no. I know that.
Just in general?
Just in general as well.
Yeah, yep, NASCAR rule is in effect. We run NASCAR rule though that when the leader finishes, everyone finishes. NASCAR, there's weird wording about when the leader goes on to the last lap, everyone goes on the last lap. Yeah. We do it slightly modified to where once the leader finishes, then everyone finishes. That's how we run the NASCAR.
Okay, so it's not like if
You're listening to Sean and Pilot in Command talking about the NASCAR rule. So the NASCAR rule is whenever the lead pilot finishes the race, everybody else is on their last lap. So that means that Pilot in Command didn't even have to get to his 4th lap because he was on 3rd lap and everybody else was on their 2nd lap still. So that means he was already going to be 2nd place no matter what once Pat crossed the line. Place bet on Patrick and didn't get tokens. Big rip. Okay, thanks for letting us know, MultiGP. I can actually add points to you
individually.
Yeah, I think it's because I didn't clear out that bet. I'm going to make sure to do that every time. So MultiGP, you bet on him. How many tokens did you bet, MultiGP? We can probably scroll up. So tokens keep going up. It's coming up 100. So they got 200 from that. So that puts them at 403 tokens, I guess. We're going to find out. So now they have more tokens. Can we get an F for MultiGP's bet?
Shames is my guy that I'm betting on. That's in the blue drone. He's a St. Louis local and also on mic still, so
now
he can
Sky,
talk to us.
Currently,
switch to race band 1.
White Pilot. Sean Ames has 4 bets. Blue Pilot has 1, and Green Pilot has 1.
Oh, Sean's in the white?
Yep.
Oh, I thought he was in the blue.
Oh, no. So our red drone is actually Sky. I don't know why Sky has 0 bets. Sky and Sean were pretty close to each other all of qualifying. So it's whoever kind of pulls it together right now. Everybody's hands are going to be cold. It is -2 degrees outside, so
chilly.
We're doing everything we can to be warm in here. I have 2 sweaters on, 2 pairs of pants on, and I was wearing gloves, but it's kind of hard to type with 2 pairs of gloves.
All right. We got some Mongo fans in the chat. Geppetto saying, let's go Mongo. MultiGP's throwing hearts at Hyper.
Yeah, let us know how you feel about this new kind of overlay. We're trying something new every race, and right now we figured we'd give everybody all 4 pilot feeds. There's some valuable information that can be taken from seeing all 4 pilot feeds at once. You can see when pilots are crashed out, and if you are a pilot yourself, it's pretty, I guess it's sort of easy to be able to follow a race by watching all 4 feeds, but it definitely takes some practice.
I like to look at whatever color drone I put my tokens on.
Oh, and then you just stare.
Lock it in and try to force them to win.
I have a little bit of extra data for me. I just go to the livefpv.com page, and you can actually see their lap times live, and then that helps a lot, actually.
Rock and roll.
Okay, Shames, can you give us your race predictions?
Yeah, I'm going to be flying here. You know, me and Sky, we just want to make sure we're in 1st and 2nd. So that's really what we're pushing for here.
Yeah, well, if you two are talking to each other, we will hear all of it. Are you guys sitting next to each other? Shames and Sky go way back. They are teammates on Heart of America. I am actually on the same team. We have a team race coming up called Mayhem. It is 12 hours of drone racing.
Constant.
Can't wait. But Sky is like one of the original members with me. We've been to a lot of team races together. A lot of high fives. Okay, pilots are off. Who's the first one through the timing gate? That is Sean Ames.
Yeah, boy.
He put a lot of time into the sim. I know he was definitely getting some of the better times. That is one fun thing. Before every race, we release each track on Velocidrone so pilots can learn the track, get it ingrained in their memory,
Sky 17
so they don't have any kind of mix-ups. So it looks like Sky's first, Sean in second. It looks like we're going to end up with Waterclocker in third and Flyboy in fourth.
Waterclocker 27.4.
Sky coming around for his third lap right now, followed closely by Sean Ames. Sean Ames coming around the final turn.
Shane 17.7.
This is going to be a close race. Sean is just waiting for Sky to make a mistake. I know he wants first place. We're looking for a Heart of America final. I don't know if they announced it out there, but they told
Sky
me that.
17.4. Flyboy 22.9. Shane 16.9.
I think it'll be pretty easy to get these guys in the finals.
Here we go.
Heart of
Sean
America is
is
some of the top
definitely
pilots.
throttling back. Sean is fine with second place this race. Sky coming around, finishing off. First place for Sky.
Sky 16.8. Sky done.
Weird, trippy spin. There is Sean Ames. First and second.
Flyboy 22.
So anybody that bet on the red drone is a winner. That was for Sky.
I got
Oh,
no
after
points
I
there.
called people out for not betting on Sky, he got 4 last-second bets. Or unless people pulled those through as I was. Yeah, Mayhem is going to be awesome. Yes, it is.
Where is it located this year?
Good question. I need to book my flight. It's either in Texas or Florida. I know that.
Gotcha.
I'm building 10 drones for myself and building 10 drones for Headsup.
10
So,
drones.
this next race is going to be between Mondo, me in red, and then we're going to have Casardo in white. So if you want to get your drone on R2.
All right.
And then we're going to have Golden Eagle in blue. He was one of our last chance qualifiers that bumped his way up into this top 16. And then we have Calculus TX in green. He is a local. He's actually starting to work on creating his own Express LRS modules and receivers. He's been building them. He actually just gave me one today to test. 500 hertz RC link. That's going to be insane. So remember, Armando in red, Casardo in white, Golden Eagle in blue, and Calculus TX in green. I'm going to give everybody tokens. I'll open betting. I will sit here until it is time to close betting. And then I will run out there and get in the seat. So I'm giving everybody tokens. And David O'Connor, don't put your bet in yet. The chat will tell you when betting is open. So anybody that already put a bet in, don't do it yet. And then here we go. Betting is open. And we're going to go cut to one of our sponsors while you guys put your bets in. Okay, we're back. I actually had to reset the betting. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to zero everybody out, so it was still having your old bet. So feel free to drop that bet one more time. And then once I see everybody's ready to go, we're going to send it. Casey's getting ready. Luckily, I don't really have to do anything to get ready to fly because I just carry around this little immersion RC wand, and it lets me just wirelessly, without even plugging in the drone, I can change the channel by setting my channel here, holding a button. It does this little sound, and then it'll change my channel for me. And then I have my LEDs on a little knob that I change color. So before each heat, we tell everybody what channel they're on, and that corresponds to an LED color. And that lets us follow the race a little better line of sight. And it also gets everybody on different colors so you can kind of see who you're battling with out there. It is a lot of fun to be able to see lap traffic when you're out there and you can just see the other drones. Like if we didn't have LEDs on these drones, it's so dark out there. I'm pretty confident you wouldn't see drones unless there was like a light between you and that drone. So with these LEDs, it actually like takes it up a whole nother notch because you're able to see all of that lap traffic. And whenever there's like those battles going on, you're just, somebody's right in your face. It looks like I got 7 bets on me. That's a lot of pressure. I probably shouldn't have looked at that. I'm gonna go ahead and close betting in about 5 seconds and I'm gonna run out there.
So I'm guessing I'll be announcing this
Yep,
race.
Sean is gonna be announcing, but you're gonna be accompanied by Amari. He's about to sit down next to me.
Ooh, buddy.
So I'm gonna close betting and it's time to go.
Yeah, betting's typically pretty easy whenever you got the TQ in the heat, but as we saw in Amari's heat, anything can happen. And we tried really hard to identify what exactly went wrong in his heat. All we know is his video went to complete garbage. We could not repeat the issue. So next time he's up, we're gonna wand all the, excuse me, we're gonna wand all the quads on the line and just make sure everyone's putting out clean video and hope for the best. But Amari got a little bit robbed, and a lot of us, and myself included, lost some points there. But you know, good time for Clyde and the other pilot who made it in that heat. I can't remember who it was, but anyway, we're getting gridded up here. We got 3. It looks like we're just waiting on our buddy Mondo, who you just saw. He's spinning a lot of plates and getting situated, so it's going to be a good heat. Mondo and Casardo, all these pilots are really ones to watch. Golden Eagle, now just before the stream started tonight, we had our sudden death finals, and it came down to a last sudden death race between Golden Eagle and a pilot that goes by Rafflecopter, Roll on the Floor Laughing Copter. And they had one of the most epic battles I have ever seen in drone racing. There was probably like 7 lead changes, back and forth, and crashes, and all kinds of good times. I wish we could have brought it live to you guys, but you never know when a moment like that's going to happen. But Golden Eagle was able to pull it out in the end by just like a gate. And so I'm excited for him to be here in the pro finals. Calculus TX is always great, but it looks like everyone is set. Mondo, you good? Yeah? Yeah. All right. Pilots, racing the 4 laps, arm your quadcopters. Amari, who do you think's going to take this one?
So my money is going to be on Mondo this heat.
All right.
He's definitely sending it.
On the tone in less than 5.
Dang, yep. He's off with that early hole shot. Lots of traffic behind him. Wow, I heard that one echoing through the warehouse against this garage door behind me.
Yeah, Golden Eagle got it a little bit wrong there.
Wow. He's trying to crash flip there. He's back up. He'll get it. Just like that sudden death heat. He's scrappy. He wants it.
Got a false read from my buddy Golden Eagle there.
Mondo 18.7.
Jeez. Mondo already with a sub 20 second lap, knocking it down as he goes into that dive gate. Little circle move. Ooh. Disarms. He's back up. He's clean. He's got enough room behind him that he just needs to finish this up.
We got a pretty good battle here for second place between Casardo and Calculus TX. They were separated by just about 1 second on that first lap, but Casardo has now went down. Calculus TX is on to his 3rd lap along with Mondo, so it's not looking great for Casardo. His video's coming in and out, but he is back in the air. Golden Eagle also struggling to keep his quadcopter in the air, but Mondo is just carving these nice low 20s, high 18s laps. He's getting them in there, getting across, and getting on it. Important move here. Casardo did make it onto the 2nd lap, so he's still about a lap down off of our leader because of that crash. But Mondo is coming around and going to take home the win and shut it down right here.
Mondo 20.1.
That's it. Mondo's your winner. Can Calculus TX get across? Looks like he is going to be NASCARing Casey no matter what.
Calculus TX 23.
We might need to go back to measuring because I'm pretty sure that Casardo just sent it a little too hard after closing in on Calculus. What does it say on your end there, Sean, between those two?
Yeah, so Calculus TX got Casardo with a bit of an upset there with 4 laps in 1 minute and 5. So he was about 5 seconds. Or wait, hold on.
Golden Eagle 38.6. Golden Eagle done.
Oh, sorry, that was top 3 I was looking at. Yeah, that's about Calculus TX's pace. So we are done there. Mondo and Calculus TX are going to move on. As much as that sucks for our buddy Casardo, that's going to be best case scenario for the announcing situation.
Yeah, for real.
We'll get Mondo and Casey out of the same heat, and honestly, I think Casey will be a pilot to look out for in the consolation bracket. So we'll see some more of him later in today's race.
Gosh, yeah. I want to see a replay of that. That was insane. It was between Calculus TX and Casardo, and they were going to that corkscrew right before that turn that you go right into there, and
you can plug in.
One of them smacked into the gate. They were both pushing, trying to edge each other out, going for that last finish gate. Absolutely
it's
insane.
definitely out of focus still.
I don't want anybody to think that that is my typical flying. My goggles, I let them warm up in here on exit. I'm going to keep them in my head. they were completely fogged over.
The whole
As
time?
soon as I started flying, and I'm just like, okay, well, I guess we're flying.
Well, it
So
certainly didn't show. You were definitely gapping everybody from the very beginning to the very end, right
I
on
had
your
a
own race.
little bit of trouble. I was going, what,
you
like
were
18
full
second
throttle.
laps? I was like, oh, God.
Just
You
don't
were-
stop until they tell you to land.
Yeah.
You were
I-
full
All right, Amari,
throttle.
you're up in this heat.
Oh, I gotta get going. Hopefully I can win you guys some tokens this time. I got a different drone.
Yeah, I got to populate our brackets. I picked our winner, I believe. So red wins. I'm going to open the bet in a little bit. Let me generate some brackets.
I'm ready to bet.
Yeah, so Caden, how did your first race go?
I stayed consistent and finished third. Sky took the first and James took second.
So you are in our losers bracket, is what you're telling me?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so race 5, we're going to be seeing Bonnie in red. Who else? Oh, I forgot that Amari moved down to our losers bracket. But we're going to be seeing Mongo in white.
What
Wait.
number is Amari in this one,
Wait.
Mondo?
Amari is blue, so he will be number 2.
2. You're on race band 6. Yep.
And then Patty D is green.
Armando. Bet's open yet?
No, I'm going to be opening bets in a second. I have to populate the new races that we've generated. So I'm currently working on populating race 6.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah. So tell us how that went, Casardo.
Well, I should have been wearing my goggles because mine were all fogged
Same
up.
with me. I just came in here and told everybody that I was barely flying because I was blind.
I left my goggles sitting over here to the right of me before I was supposed to be up, and I should have been wearing them because I had a lot of fog in my goggles when I was trying to fly, so it made it a little difficult. But
Yeah,
It's
because
why-
whenever they sit on your head, they're at a different temperature than when they're out here in ambient air. And then, so that's why I'm going to keep these on my head. I'm sorry if I look funny. Usually we have like these scrunched little eyebrows and we're all looking at each other like this. We're just used to it. But when you keep them on your head, they stay at a certain temperature. So then whenever you put them on, they're not going to fog up. It was a rough one for some of us.
That's why I have a fan.
We learn these things as we go. So.
yeah, I'll be all right. I think that I'll be ready next race and
I think you
gonna
might
move
be
my
in my
way up
heat.
that consolation.
You might be in my heat.
Probably will be in your heat. I'm gonna take you down.
No, you're going down.
All right.
You ain't passing me. I'll mid-air you if you try to pass
Sounds
me.
good. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Bada Bing has 341.
341.
I will put some tokens into the chat after I
Burr.
reset this bet.
I'm gonna put these gloves on for
So
a
I'm going to
little
give
bit.
everybody tokens.
It is cold.
We will also see who our top pilots are.
I got a nice little carbon fiber splinter in my hand. Delicious.
And then I will be opening the bet in just a minute. I'm just doing some things on the back end to make sure that our overlays work. So I just have to put in one more race of pilots. I'm all the way up to race 8 that we've generated.
The first stream I've attended, and I'm already at 400.
You have
something
400 points? Yeah, before every race, I give pilots points.
Doobie doobie doo.
Well, I also got a lot off of a race. I betted 200 on someone.
Who was it?
I don't remember.
It wasn't me, I can tell you that much.
No, it was not. Last time I accidentally forgot what kind of colors people were,
Mm-hmm.
and I accidentally placed like a 5 on you.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Sorry
I
about
lost
you.
that 5.
Yeah. Okay, so the race we're going into is currently race 5. This is our first losers bracket race. So if you see somebody get the bottom 2 positions, they're going to be out of the race. That is their second loss in this double elimination bracket. So our pilots in this first race are going off right now, so we are not going to get to bet on that one. Let's just go live with this race. Looks like Sean just ran it.
This is a freebie. You'll be able to see what these pilots are capable of, so it'll help your betting in the
Why are there
future.
no bets?
Well, you ran it before I got to tell everybody to bet.
Now he comes on the
I bet 600 on Amari here.
Well, I never opened it because I was doing all of the stuff on the Google Sheet. But we're watching these pilots go. Amari is currently
Patty D,
leading the way, I
28.3.
believe. Yeah, Amari hitting 19 second. Okay, I don't feel so bad about my 18s anymore.
Bonnie 35.5.
Definitely
No.
watching Patty D and Bonnie here to see.
Amari 20.1.
I really want to see Bonnie make a deep run in this here Tiny Trainer race number 4. She's been at every one so far as I know. And she's gotten better and better by far each and every race. So,
Well, right now we have Amari in first, Patty D in second.
Amari 20.4.
Amari's now on his last lap.
Last lap to go. He's right now averaging 22nd
Mongo
laps.
26.9.
Like that, Patty D goes down, so that's going to open the door for Bonnie. But she is a lap down, so Mongo is actually in third right now.
36.2.
He just passed Patty D.
Amari 17.9. Amari done.
There
Amari
we go.
closes it down. Mongo or Patty D, whoever gets, actually, all 3 pilots are on their third lap, so whoever crosses next is going to get the second place spot.
Yeah, it looks like Mongo is in the lead.
Mongo 29.1.
Oh,
There it
gosh.
is, Mongo moving on.
He wanted it.
Patty D lost a prop, it looks like.
So we're going to be moving on with Amari and Mongo. So race 6, we're actually going to get the bet on this one because I will start announcing race 6 right now. Race 6, our red pilot is going to be Clyde. So if you want to bet for him, you're going to put a 0. Let's open up the bet, and then we don't have to worry about any of this. Let's give everybody 100 more tokens.
Mongo in second.
That's the way we do it.
Yep. Yeah, so you and Amari. Yes, sir.
Okay, we're opening the bet, and then our pilots for this next race are going to be Clyde in red, and then we got Dreams in white, we got Engineer in blue, and then we got Pilot Command in green. So if you want to bet for Clyde, you're going to put a 0. If you want to bet for Dreams, you're going to put a 1. If you want to bet for Engineer, you're going to put a 2. And if you want to bet for Pilot and Command, you're going to put a 3.
Now, if we bet
This
in the
is a
last
really
round,
hard one.
are those bets still in place, or do we need to
No,
reset
I
them?
never open up the bet, so you just put another bet in.
This is a really hard one.
I think I'm going to bet on Amari. Who is
Amari's not in this race.
Or I'm sorry,
Clyde,
Engineer.
Dreams, Engineered.
Pilot
Engineer,
and
you're
Command.
going to put a 2.
But
Yes. Yep,
Dreams
he edged
did-
you out. Sorry, Bonnie. Good run, though.
All right, all right, all right.
Yeah, Casardo, you're going to be up in the next race on channel R2, so just so you know. So you're ready, and then me and Shames will be in the race after that, when I will be having a channel change to R6. So let's take this opportunity to change the channel of my drone.
I'm already on
Already.
R2.
with your little wand.
Yeah, so I just set it. I tell it, hey, I want to be on R6. I do this little thing. And we're good. Okay, that one's ready. So as soon as my race
That
comes
was
up, I'll be ready to go.
satisfying.
Hey, Jesse, could we turn down the track mics just a touch?
They were just walking by it.
Well, I know, but like earlier, whenever the drones were flying, it was hard to hear you.
We have a couple mics out on the track, so then every time people do a lap, it sounds in these headphones like there's drones flying over our heads.
I started flinching earlier whenever it started because I didn't know that it was going to be that loud.
Yeah, honestly, last time when I heard that big crash, I really thought somebody's quad like came in here and
Oh
crashed.
yeah, no, it's very in your ear.
Yes.
Kevin Turner's in the chat saying howdy, howdy, Kevin.
Hello, hello.
Place your bets. Engineer is the moneymaker here, but I don't know. I think that who do you think is going to get second?
I'm watching Dreams. I
I'm
think
saying
Dreams will get
Dreams.
second.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Dreams is going to probably
Dreams was
be.
hitting like 15-second laps, pretty consistent.
Dreams is going to be on the heels of Engineer, and if he makes any mistakes, that's who we're going to be looking
Yeah,
at.
right now I'm working on warming up my hands, and I'm also going to be checking that my goggles aren't fogging.
So weird to try to get all these things situated.
Yeah, and then I'm running all this
and
stuff
then
over
do
here.
this on top of it. Yeah, definitely different from racing.
But we
All
All right,
have
looking for
Up my
engineer
bet.
still.
Engineer. Is he out there? Do you have visual eyesight of Engineer?
I just upped my bet to 300.
Oh gosh.
Oh, big baller.
Caden's getting pretty wild over here. We might have to call his dad in. So let's
Josh
see.
Howell
Oh
says,
my
"Let's go
gosh, we
Dreams."
have 13 bets on blue.
Dang. Who's in blue again?
Engineer.
Engineer.
There's 2 people voting for green and 1 person on the white drone. 1 person is voting for Dreams. I want to know who
I
that
think
is.
that one person should be able
Josh
to.
Howell Yawsome was supposed to be joining us today. He stayed home. He didn't want to take a chance with this weather, keeping his family inside and
What's the
cold.
status of Engineer?
Engineer?
He's got a whole bunch
true.
of bets.
Oh,
for
that's
him.
going to be upsetting if 13 people voted for Engineer and he's not even ready to fly.
Engineer!
Engineer, get your quad out there.
He was
Everyone
actually the
voted for
collegiate
you.
drone racing champion.
Okay, he's running.
Okay.
Engineer is on his way.
I believe he also used to do track and field, so luckily he will get to the starting blocks pretty quick. Yeah, look at that. Almost instantly. Strides like a gazelle.
That was fast. You know, I remember.
He's bringing his preheated batteries out of his pocket there. You see that?
Yeah, he's only got 1 tiny trainer today. That's pretty
That's
ballsy.
scary.
move.
Fun fact about Engineer, he's actually really good at yo-yoing. He can do 2 yo-yos at once.
Oh,
Engineer.
wow. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
I made it up.
Hidden talents.
Engineer is on 6.
Okay, looks like Engineer's having some trouble. He's currently on R2, and I believe he's supposed to be on R6.
There's your sign.
Yeah. He's one of the top pilots. He got 3rd place at Multi-GP Champs. That was a crazy race to watch. That,
That was.
who was it? It was Neukel, it was Headsup, and then there was Engineer, and
Neucal.
Fat Kid, the winner.
The winner, yeah,
Yeah.
you're forgetting
How
number
do
1.
I forget about Soaring? So yeah, final placement was Fat Kid, Headsup, and then Engineer. Engineer was running one of his actually own design frames. Looks like we're still waiting for them to figure out channels.
Yeah, Engineer is working on getting changed to R6, I think.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll give the chat more time to throw more bets at
It's
him.
showing up as R2 still. You mean you're working on it? He's working on it.
Yeah, so how do you think this race is going to go, Sean? Yeah, that's a great prediction.
All right. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate everything from the predictions.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you guys talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Predictions. Yeah, you got to look at Engineer here. So let's focus on 2nd place. I think we're going to have a pretty good battle here between all 3 of these pilots. It's going to be hard to know. You know, Pilot and Command has been improving every single race. Clyde is the same. They're really close to each other, but Dreams, I think he qualified higher than both of them. But this is his first Tiny Trainer race, so Clyde and Pilot and Command both have the advantage of repetition and a level of comfort to be here in the warehouse. So I'm going to look at 2nd place going to flip a 3-sided coin.
Yeah.
I evenly think Clyde, Dreams, or Pilot and Command will win this heat.
Any man's race, you're
Yep,
saying.
any man's race. It's going to be fun to watch. So
All right. Let's see
get
how it
2nd
shakes
place,
out.
rather. All right, we good, Engineer? All right, thumbs up for good video pilots.
We're
Okay,
going
we're
live.
closing betting.
Live
Closing betting.
on the tone in less than 5.
4 pilots in the air.
Blue's the money drone that we're looking at because he's got how many bets?
Blue Drone has 13 people betting on him.
Wow, that's a lot of points to be made off
some
of his
I
pilots-
betted 300 on
Yeah,
him.
some pilots have 900 points to bet, so this could be a big loss for some. But he
Engineer
is flying
14-6.
smooth. He's been doing some of the smoothest flying I've seen today.
Dreams is definitely going hard here.
He
Dreams
is.
18-6.
So let's
The
go.
Pilot and Command is right with him.
Yeah, let's follow our Blue Drone
21,
Engineer
26.
coming through our FPV gate
Engineer 12
section.
flat.
What is that, lap 3 already? Coming through our sky bridge, down through our dive gate. Here is our Flying J section. Coming
Wow.
around,
Dreams E17.
He
finishing
is
it
so
off.
fast
Pilot
right
and
now.
Command 17-9. Engineer 13-7.
Okay, now
Engineer
this
is
is the last
killing
one.
this
from
track right now.
Engineer.
Just keep it together, boy.
If you bet on blue, I think that was a very good
Yeah.
bet.
Clyde 25.3.
He was worried coming into this race, saying it's been a while since he was cold,
Engineer 13-1. Engineer
but
done.
it looks like he
Dreams
is
E16-9.
kind
Dreams E
of
done.
getting
Dreams
used to this
is gonna
cold weather
take it.
already. Dreams in
Pilot and
second.
Command 21 flat.
So
Pilot and
everybody
Command
that bet
Holy
on the
cow.
Blue Drone is going to take home some points.
Pilot and Command was off by just like 2 seconds there. And in other news, Engineer put down a 12-second flat in that
Clyde
heat.
24.
Wow, that was the
done.
fastest lap of
All
the day,
pilots
isn't
are
it?
My
finished.
fastest
Inconceivable.
was a 12.8. That's
Yikes.
kind
Wow.
of scary. Okay.
That's what we call in the business popping off. Wow. Engineer proves that a 38-second top 3 consecutive is possible with a 38.889.
Okay,
That would be a
just got
TQ
some
run we just
tokens.
witnessed there.
I'm going to give all the viewers some tokens so they can join our next bet. And our next race, after I start betting, is going to consist
decision.
of...
Me.
I didn't have one. I couldn't
We've
choose.
got R1, or our red drone is going to be Golden Eagle. Our white drone is going to be Casardo.
Let's get those votes on the
Our
white
blue drone
Yeah.
is Water Clocker,
You can't
and our
say yup
green
with me.
drone
Yeah.
is
Because he's also pretty consistent.
Flyboy. So Flyboy, you got to get out there.
Let's go,
Bet your
Flyboy. It's me
points
and you.
Bet your points on me or Casardo. It's gonna be close.
Probably
Yeah, if
gonna
you want to
be
bet on
Flyboy,
Casardo, that's
he's
going to
gonna beat
be number 1. If you want to bet on Flyboy, that's going to be number 3. I'm going to put my bet in right now. How many points do I have? I'm going to check by putting in the command exclamation point tokens. And it'll tell me exactly how many points I have. Yawesome with 1,008 points. He's probably betting some pretty high points. I'm going to bet all of my points right now. We're going to see
Currently
how
up.
Casardo
Race number
pulls.
7.
I'm going to put all
Tiny trainer.
700 points on
Bracket.
him. Engineer,
Losers,
come sit
1
down
to
with
2.
us.
Race order is Flyboy, Water Clocker,
So, just talking to that.
Casardo.
Put on these headphones,
Golden Eagle.
and then you can hear me. So, I think the question everybody's wondering is, where was that during qualifying?
You know, I don't know. I think it's just, oops, sorry. You hear me now? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, in qualifying, I don't know. I was just having fun, honestly.
Well, you were having a lot of fun then right there.
You know, you just enter that flow state. Like, Sky was next to me, spotting me. And he didn't really have much to say, honestly, but after the flight, he said, I was going to tell you something, but I didn't want to, like, cramp your style here.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the beauty that was going on right there. Was that Sky that you were crossing over with right at the end? I saw that there was, like, somebody, you said on your left. I heard it through the track or the track mic. You're like, on your left, and you passed him right at
No,
the
Sky
end.
was my spotter. I don't know who
Oh,
was
gotcha.
passing
White
there.
drone then.
Yeah.
With you was Dreams. So
Okay.
Yeah, I think you lapped him then.
I didn't
for
mean to
second.
do you dirty like that, Dreams, but
Hey, at least you had the courtesy of telling him that you were flying through.
yeah, it's like a bike, like the bell on a bike, on
bike.
your trails or whatever, right?
Yep. They always sneak up on you too. But no, that was a beautiful run. I'm kind of worried. Let's see, when are we going to meet each other? I don't think we meet each other till the end, right?
It should
Because you
be
were second qualifier.
It should be semis, right?
Yeah. So that helps me out a little bit.
Cool.
Who will I be seeing? I'll be seeing Sean, I'll be seeing Sky, and Calculus TX.
So
And then-
now,
Hey, would you do me a favor? Go around there to that other.
Who do we got? Oh, we got a Shames mic going.
Shames, Mike. So think about this. You've got nothing to lose here. You're already qualified for finals, but I am only making one trip out here to try to secure my spot.
Yeah, that's why I
So-
tell everybody, if they make top 5,
Oh,
you're
weird,
basically
okay.
guaranteed a spot. But
Pretty much, yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to make top 5.
Luck of the draw.
Yeah. But I think with your flying today, top 5 is going to be easy.
Well, top 5 is consideration, but the other thing is pride.
All right, where are we at, Mondo?
we're
Looks
here
like
for
we got
pride.
4 pilots ready to go here. Is betting done
Okay,
and
so
ready?
we're going to close betting. Let's see, we've got 5 bets on white. It looks like not too many people want to get too risky with their bets. We had 13 bets on engineering. Right now we have 6
All right,
bets
pilots,
on white. We're
everyone
going to
good?
close it. And if you want to try to commentate this with me, you're welcome to.
Sure. All right, you're all off the blocks clean. Ooh, I say that as someone hit the pole or
Poor
something.
water clocker. He's coming here from Illinois. He had a little stumble there. So our white pilot is Casardo. He had the most bets, and right now he is flying through our Flying J section, coming through, finishing our
Is that on the
FPV
screen
gate
now?
section.
You guys see a
That's
thing about
one line.
restarting?
Flyboy 24.3.
What are you saying,
I
Sean?
think it's on this computer.
Is something restarting?
Huh.
I think it's probably our OBS computer that we're going to have to mess with.
Okay. Race is still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casardo's looking good.
Yeah, Casardo's keeping it clean.
I'm trying to figure out who's in second. I see a little bit of a battle between red and green.
Yeah, Flyboy, it looks like, according to live time, is in second.
How about now? Okay. Say wait an hour.
So there we go, coming through
Flyboy
onto
30.8.
his 3rd lap soon. If he, oh no, Casardo, our first place pilot, has a slight mix up there.
Golden Eagle 56.1.
Ooh,
but I'm pretty
tapping walls all
confident
over.
he is going to be able to keep flying. That was a very light crash. So here we go, FPV gate section. He has one more lap to go after this.
Oh, come on, hold
Closest
it
pilot,
together,
hold
hold it
it
together.
One flat.
Yep. We're going to be looking for Flyboy to come around. He's also going to be on his third lap in a second. But I'm pretty confident that we're going to end up with
Flyboy
Casey in
28.6.
first if I stop talking about him. Let's watch Caden coming through our sky bridge into our dive gate. Sky bridge was Sean's idea. I was going to call it the ceiling
Casardo
tunnel.
24.3 Casardo
Casardo
down.
easily takes first, and we're going to watch Caden bring it around. I don't think he has much to worry about. Other two drones are kind of on the ground. Golden Eagle just coming up.
Flyboy
And there we go,
24.2
Flyboy in
done.
second
All
place.
right, good job.
That was a lot of fun to watch.
There's a lot of bouncing around in that one for sure. It's tough to find out like how to get back on track when there's pillars all over. They're evenly spaced. Like you just gotta hope for
sometimes
a
when I
different
crash,
color or something.
I can
Golden
never
Eagle
tell what way is
103.1
up.
Golden Eagle done. All
Yeah.
pilots are finished.
Whenever my quad's all spinning, then I just end up really destroying my quad because I don't know what way is up.
For a while, I actually had the crash recovery and BetaFlight set up on my quad, and it worked to a degree. But when you hit something hard enough, when you really need it, honestly, it actually screws up your accelerometer, and it'll mess up level every time. So
Yeah, that'll do it.
it's only so helpful.
With tiny whoops, everybody's like trying to they land, disarm, and rearm to get their accelerometer flat again.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's see. Our next race, we're going to be looking at, who did we lose there? We lost.
Mondo.
Oh no. We're on race 8. We're going to have
Current
Sky
leader,
in
race
red,
number 8.
Shames
Tiny
in
Trainer.
white, Mondo
winners,
in blue,
2-2.
and Calculus
Race order
TX
is
in green. So we're probably going to
Sky,
keep you here, engineer,
Shames,
while I run out
Mondo.
there.
Okay, yeah.
Calculus
I'm going to
TX.
I'm going to give everybody tokens. They get 100 tokens before every race. So that's added. And I'm going to open up betting. So then I'm going to reread the pilot numbers for you guys right after I open up betting. The pilot numbers are as follows. If you want to bet on Sky, you put a number 0. If you want to bet on Shames, you put a number 1. If you want to bet on Mondo, you put a number 2. If you want to bet on Calculus TX, you'll be putting a number 3. So here we go. And Casardo's going to sit down with you.
All right, all right, all right.
I'm gonna slide over so I can see the live time.
Yeah, it's helpful getting all those numbers. All right. So, if anybody made any bets on me, I appreciate it, and I'm sure you appreciate it, because you got some tokens. Oh, had a little crash, landed on my head. I thought that Caden was gonna take the pass.
This is gonna be quite the heat here. Sky, Shames, Mondo,
Oh,
and
wow.
Calculus TX. Holy
Yeah, what a
wait.
stacked heat. This is going to be a hard one to make a bet on.
Well, obviously Mondo's been doing good as your TQ here. And since we've hit the brackets, Sky has really been doing well. He's been flying smooth and pretty controlled, relaxed, honestly.
It's interesting to see what the brackets do to different pilots. You know, some people are able to really push when they're qualifying, and then the brackets kind of give them a lot of nerves. Whereas I think other people are the exact opposite, and
Yes.
it's nervous to qualify, and then whenever the brackets come, they know that it's all or nothing, so they just got to shake or bake.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you know, the DRL pilot, he flew the whole sim season, just finished actually, so that's tons of pressure. Flying some of the best out there, especially on a sim, and it's televised, and the racing's just so close with the slow DRL sims.
Absolutely, yeah. It was very neck and neck this season, and we got Sky being the last DRL winner. You know.
Yeah, I believe he placed 4th in the season. Is
Yeah,
that right?
4th in the world, if you will. You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a big accolade, I'd say.
Yeah, we have a lot of talent from the DRL team here. Sky, as well as Amari, finished 2nd overall season points.
Yep.
Had quite a few wins.
Heads Up was here. He won one of them. He was the winner of all of DRL. So
Indeed.
we almost got the full lineup of 1 through 5.
That would have been real cool. Just
All right, we got 4 videos. We're gonna get this thing started.
cool. Let's check the colors here. Who's who?
Ready, I heard.
Did Mondo show you how to place the bets, or I think he probably already did it.
I am going to hope he did because I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
We're up blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4 through the start finish gate.
Looks like a little chasing in the corkscrew. Everybody's packed up pretty tight.
Ooh,
We got a crash.
the crash by Shames there, up on his lip there.
Yeah, he's upside down. He's going to try to get back up. It looks like he's got plenty of ability to do so. Oh, it looks like that's a prop miss, and that's a shame. That is a big shame.
Well, that takes some pressure off of Mondo and Sky.
Calculus
That's
TX 21.1.
they're still very
Calculus-
close, actually.
Calculus has a chance to do something if somebody else loses a
Sky
prop.
15.3. Mondo
But-
14.8.
If that doesn't happen, I don't know if he's going to be able to catch up to the rest of the pack. Got some back and forth between Mondo and the red
Calculus
drone.
TX 20.9. Sky
I
14.5.
really need Mondo to pull up this
14.5.
win.
Mondo's lighting up the course to 14.5, but that red drone's just always about a gate and a half in front of him. Oh, Mondo takes a big
Sky
crash there. That's
14.8.
going to give Sky a little breathing room.
Mondo 16.5. Mondo done.
Yeah, I was hoping Mondo would be playing the safe card, just get the finishing
Calculus
points,
TX
but
23.3. Calculus
things
TX
happen.
done.
As you see, this is bracket racing.
Yep, you got to push. Got to make it.
Sky 14.1. Sky done. All
right.
pilots are finished.
So that's first for Mondo and second for Sky.
Yes.
Oh,
And then who's moving to the losers bracket?
So Calculus TX and Shames will be moving down.
All right. Well, we all know that Shames is definitely going to be able to fight his way out of that area. So
yep.
yeah, it looked
Indeed,
like a
indeed.
prop was lost there, Shames, or a bent prop that's causing it to hit the arm. One of the two. They're both very similar.
I haven't seen one of those on a Tiny Trainer yet.
Oh, it happens.
So actually, my biggest problem, I'm not running the screws because it's just less, rotational inertia to overcome. And most people just hit props.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I'm not running no screws. I feel like if you were running screws, you wouldn't have enough time to switch props in
it's such a
between
pain.
races.
No, definitely not worth it for me. But since I'm here and since we're actually, racing for something that matters now, I'm actually super gluing my props on so they don't spin.
Trick. That's a good trick. I like that.
Yeah, until he breaks a prop, and then he's got to try to figure out a way to get it
Just
off.
got to get some
You
pliers to
can
him.
actually kind of twist it by hand. You hold the bell and twist it. It'll break the glue.
Nice. It's a good little trick. I mean, sometimes after you lose a prop and you put it back on there, the inner diameter of the prop has already been stretched out, so it's more likely that prop's going to fly off again. It's better to just put a new prop on. Mondo was saying actually that he thinks that the black props opposed to the blue props stay on a little better.
Oh, really? I've been only
So-
using the black gray props, and I've been losing some pretty consistently on just one of my motors, sometimes the second one.
Yeah.
I think it's obviously just manufacturing tolerance. Not saying X-Nova and the 533 motors are bad. It's just what happens when
Yeah, and
when
I
you
mean,
use them. Keep
wear
putting a
and
bunch of
tear
props
definitely
on.
takes its toll.
And believe
I've
me, I'm not
beaten this-
crashing these lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've beaten this up quite a bit. I actually got a carbon fiber splinter from it whenever I was walking back because I
Oh.
delammed this.
Wow.
So did
So-
my dad.
I flew the 4-inch version from Pilot and Command. We met in a little gymnasium last night, and he let me fly both of his quads. He has a 4S Tiny Trainer that he was actually flying in Champs, in all that wind and everything, down in Florida. And
That
it was
is
handling
crazy.
fine. Wasn't great in the gym. I think the 3S is faster, and I also think the 3S is faster than the 4-inch, just because of the KV he had on it. But that 4-inch definitely flew well, being a solid, like a large wheelbase.
Yeah, I love
Wow.
4-inch. We used to have a separate class for 4-inch whenever we were racing STL FPV.
Thank you.
Good talking with you, engineer.
See you guys later.
Good luck flying, man.
So,
luck.
I don't know what you guys saw, but Sky actually won that. Did you
Sky
guys
won
catch-
that?
Yeah,
Sky?
so it missed his first lap.
I figured that he was ahead of you, but I couldn't quite tell because
So that
it just
is
said done for you.
Red, correct?
You got second though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
I
you're
got
still
second.
moving
Me
on.
and Sky move on. Red gets the win.
Now I've lost
Because
all
I just
my
saw a
points.
red drone the entire time I was flying.
Yeah, I watched it. He was just a comfortable gate ahead of you pretty much the whole time.
And then I tried to push it at the end and hit the gate.
Yep, that happens.
I'm nice and cold now. So,
Yep, indeed. That's
Let's
what
see.
happens.
did everybody get their wins after that one?
I did not. Although I didn't bet for
Oh, yeah,
Sky.
nobody bet on Sky, so people lost some points on that one.
Oh. Well, that's what you get for.
And now we're
making
going to
a wrong
add
bet.
100 tokens to all the viewers again.
Who do we got up next? I see Pilot in Command in the green drone.
Yeah, after that race, we're looking at Clyde in red, Mongo in white, Amari in blue, and Pilot in Command in green.
All right.
So we're going to start betting. And if you give me a second, I'm going to populate some heats.
I'm going to throw a bet in here.
Yeah.
I need to see how many tokens I have first.
How you feeling, Sean?
Doing good. You guys getting situated over there?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
just placing a couple of bets.
Yeah,
letting
me
the
too.
chat
So
roll
Amari's
in.
going to be number 2, right?
Yep.
Got to get my bet in for him. 2.
Mari's on 2.
Yes.
All right.
Or he is number 2. He is our blue drone.
All right, 4 thumbs, pilots. Arm your quadcopters live on the tone in less than 5.
I'm going big on Amari.
Oh, Heart of America throwing down a 1,500 point bet on Amari.
Gosh.
I put down a
Yikes.
1,000.
Well, let's see how Amari comes through on his first lap.
I almost did $1 million, but I didn't want to.
One lap from Amari, a 15-second lap. Slight bobble afterwards, but he's
Pilot in
going to
Command 19.4.
get back on.
Clyde
Pilot in
22.5.
Command may have passed him. Is he?
Mongo 27.1.
Yeah, they're neck and neck right now because of that mix-up Amari had. But Amari takes the pass now. Amari back in first place with Pilot in Command right in second.
Amari 21.3. Pilot in Command 18.5.
I'm going to close betting. 8 votes on Amari, so let's watch him keep it in the air.
Clyde 23.
There's a lot of points riding on the line.
No
It
more
looks like
bobbles.
Pilot in Command's
Pilot
going to
in
take
Command
a
goes
crash.
down, so that gives Amari some breathing room.
Amari 16.6.
I'm good.
Mongo 29 flat.
Yeah.
Amari to win this.
I really need Amari to win this. I kind
I
of
bet
put
you do.
I kind of put 1,000 points on him.
No pressure, Amari. Just 1,000 points.
There it is.
There we
22.
go. That is our blue drone,
Amari
Amari
17,
coming
Amari
across.
Oh, it looks like Pilot in Command's going to take another
Clyde barely
bobble and
made it
get
on to lead
past.
lap.
Did he get past?
He did get past on that bobble.
Clyde 12 flat. Clyde done.
Oh, Clyde takes second.
Clyde sliding in the
Mongo 29 flat.
DMs.
Mongo done.
Wow, what an upset.
Oh, no. Okay, so
Didn't
everybody
see that
that
one
voted
coming.
on blue is going to get their points.
Massive upset there, I think.
All pilots are finished.
There you
Clyde,
go, guys.
Clyde.
Holy cow. Heart of America FPV getting 3,000
Heart of America
points.
is in first place, getting that $50 gift certificate.
Well, let's see who's actually
No,
in
no,
first.
no.
3,000 points. Casardo's in second with 400. Josh Howell with third, and a 222. Bada Bing with 626.
Well, that was everybody that got points for
Oh, I
that.
was gonna say that doesn't make any sense.
So here's our top viewers right now. Heart of America, then Hyper, then Media Outlaws.
I have
I got it. Clyde took Brian
963
Robinson there. What a
He did.
battle.
So
Wow!
I'm going to give everybody some tokens again.
That
Thank
happened in the blink of an eye.
We're
Indeed.
opening betting, and then I'm going to tell you who our next pilots are.
Yeah, buddy.
So after that race, we were watching Clyde Mongo Amari. So this next race, race
Was
10,
it? Oh, I'm up.
we have Calculus
Calculus
TX in red, Casardo in white. So you got to get on R2 and go out there. Casardo in white.
Yep. I'm
We
already
got
on it.
Shames in blue, and then Flyboy
Shames.
on R8.
Mine. Thank you.
You ready, Flyboy?
Now you're trained.
It's me and you again.
So if you want to vote on Casardo, you give a 1. If you want to vote on Shames, you give a 2. Flyboy a 3. Calculus TX a 0.
Oh, really?
So
All right, hey,
then,
Mondo, this previous race is under review for second place.
oh, Clyde doesn't think he got.
Oh.
Does it think somebody got a?
We had a
12
bad
second?
read there for Clyde. Clyde and Ryan Robinson. Yeah, could I get Clyde and Ryan Robinson over here at the race desk?
Say hi to the camera, Sean Ames. So let's see. I'm going to be inputting some of our races coming up. So let's see what we got coming up. Race 11 is what I'm inputting. We're going to be watching Engineer Dreams, Mondo, and Sky in race 11. That doesn't sound fun. That is our semifinals. Ad. So we're going to go to an ad real quick as we figure out what's going on with that last race.
Yeah, so Clyde, it showed you with a 12-second lap at the end. So did it have a bad read on you? Do you know?
So here we are. I still believe they are trying to decide who gets to move on in that race. That doesn't affect any of the betting. We're just trying to figure out who got second place. There was a false read, it looks like, where Clyde got a 12-second lap, which is highly questionable. It looks like Sean is messing with live time, trying to get the settings right. So right now we're looking with 5 bets on white. What's up? Yeah. So in this next race, we have Calculus TX, Casardo, Shames, and Flyboy. And then in the next race after that, we have Mondo, Dreams, Engineer, and Sky. Sky was nice enough to do an interview with us before this race, so let's get to know Sky a little better.
How's it going, guys? I'm Sky FPV. I'm a pilot out of Denver, Colorado. A little bit higher altitude, but I'm glad to be coming down to Missouri to do some racing. So the way that I got into drone racing was how I got into a lot of things in my life. I was scouring the internet and I came across a really awesome video. It was some French guys who were racing their drones, and they had LEDs on them and HD cameras, and they were racing them through this forest, and it was just so epic. And so I started doing a little bit of research, and I realized this was something that I could do. Like, I could use the internet and just figure out how to do this. And that was kind of a new concept for me. Normally I had to be told, like, well, this is something you can or cannot do. This is something that you can go to school for, etc. But now we're entering this stage where you can do whatever you put your mind to because the information is available. And it was the first time that I really found a significant level of success in something that I became ultimately really passionate about. So next thing you know, I was ordering parts online and hobbling together my first drone, and I showed up at my first drone race thanks to my wife giving me a little bit of a push out the door. She gave me some encouragement to get me to go and interact with a bunch of what I found out were other nerds, which was awesome because exactly what I am. And so I felt like I just clicked right into this community. One of the ways that I've been preparing for these races is by meeting up with all my local guys, and we just get together and we fly because we love flying, and we love racing. We love the competition of it, and we love pushing ourselves to see, like, what's possible? What can we really do with this? I want to give a quick shout out to my boys from Colorado. You guys have been pushing me, making me faster, and I've loved every minute of this awesome journey of FPV with you guys.
That was a lot of fun to watch. Guy does some crazy flying, and he showed me that he is
I'm ready as I
top
can
pilot. Let's not start that race just yet, Sean. Let me recap what happened. So Clyde got a false read, and we thought he got second place, but Pilot in Command is actually moving up. Now we're going to be going live with race 10, consisting of Calculus TX in red, Casardo in white, Shames in blue, and then Flyboy in green. So get your bets in while you can. We just had somebody fall off the blocks. I'll talk to you after this.
False start.
Yeah, I saw that. We're going to be closing the betting. What's with the
Party
shades?
foul, for sure.
Sky FPV in the chat. I thought they were called hater blockers.
All right, I think we're set.
Okay, closing the bets.
All right, we're good.
So, I don't know. I think I got my money on Shames in this one. But remember, this is loser's bracket. Bottom 2 are done for the day. That's a clean start. We have Shames in first place, coming around the column, through our sky bridge, into the dive gate. Flying J. He does go inverted. And there we go. Finishing off our FPV gate section. 15.6. That's like an Amari time.
Flyboy 20 flat. Casardo 19.7.
Down through the dive gate, up through the Flying J. Who do we have in second place currently? It looks like Casardo is in second.
Shames 15.2.
This is going to be a close battle for second place. This Flyboy is going to be coming around soon.
Calculus
Oh no,
TX
Casardo is going to be easily in second if Hayden can't get back up. I love that we have Shames mic'd up. We hear every oof and ah out of this guy. Through the Flying J. This is his final lap. Once he crosses, he is done, and then we're going to be looking for second place. Casardo also under his final lap. That is Shames safely with a lot of breathing room into the next
TS
heat.
done.
He's going to be keeping going around the track, getting some extra practice time in. When does Casey bring it around? Through our FPV gate section, around the final turn, and
Casey,
Casey, our
Casey,
second
done.
place pilot,
All pilots
he is
are
also
finished.
moving on.
Flyboy 59.5, Flyboy done.
That was a fun race. So our winner was the red pilot. No, blue pilot. Shane's re-blue. Yes, our winner was
What's
the
that?
blue pilot.
Trying to stay smooth.
There were a lot of votes for Casardo on that one, but we're going to pick our winner, blue pilot.
Oh, did he get you wrong? I'll check him before we bump him up.
Good job, guys. So here we have Golden Eagle. Golden Eagle, where are you from?
I'm from Springfield, Illinois.
Oh, that's
Around
not
in
too
that
far from
area.
here.
No, it's
They do a
not.
lot of whoop racing up there, right?
Yeah, so every Sunday we try to host a whoop race.
The Route 66, I believe, is your chapter
yeah,
name?
Route 66. We try to host every other weekend.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to make it out there. It's not that far of a drive for us here in St. Louis, and they've been having some pretty good pilots out there. Clyde and Bonnie make it to everyone. I see them. I see Clyde regularly podium.
Yeah, Clyde and Bonnie actually come. They've came every single race so far. So.
Oh, wow.
it's
Is
pretty
this your
nice.
first non-whoop race then?
In a while, yeah.
Yeah.
I've flown 5-inch not too long ago.
Okay.
At the Riggs race.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I used to love the Riggs races. I don't know. I thought I saw AK Numbers in the chat. You know AK Numbers, I bet.
Yeah, I know Anthony.
Great guy. He runs those Riggs races. But Casardo, how'd that go for you?
Went well.
Went well.
It sounded like I lost, but
So we're starting betting on this next one. 1 second.
Oh, really?
Our red pilot is going to be Mondo. Our white pilot, Dreams. Our blue pilot, Engineer. And our green pilot is Sky. So if you want Mondo, you put a 0. If you want Dreams, you put a 1. If you want Engineer, you put a 2. And if you want Sky, you put a 3. And Casey, can you close betting for me?
yeah.
Whenever it's done? Because last time, I
Wow.
guess, we might have got some late ones.
Yeah, it's all right. Rig those bets. Rachel's got 225 Tiny Trainer tokens. Is she
Oh,
going to
yeah.
make a max bet of 225 all on Armando
Had
in
a
this
good-
heat?
good
I don't
run
know.
today.
We'll see. Brr. It is cold out there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to slide over to Armando's seat so I can run the cockpit, but we'll get this race started here in just a little bit as we get all the pilots on the lot.
Oh, yeah, got excited, huh? Yeah, that happens. It's hard.
Doo-ba-doo-da-doo. Let's see here. Get some ears on me. All right. This is a silly way to have a live stream in gloves and hat and goggles and headphones. It's a little cumbersome, but we're going to make it happen. Right now we got 1 vote on red. And those colors to bet on, 0 being red, 1 being white, 2 being blue, 3 being green. Place those bets. Place those bets. Rachel's betting on the red drone. We got 2 more votes coming in on red.
You know, Hydra's fun. for
1
that
vote
reason
on
because you
blue.
can, like, best guess the entire
3
floor.
red, 1 blue, 0 on white and green. You never know. You can make some money on white and green. I'll say that one more time. We have had a lot of wrong bets today. Put these gloves on. It is cold. How have you boys been flying today?
Not too good actually.
That's all right. Are you having fun?
Yeah, I've
That's the
been
name
having
of the
a lot
game.
of fun, but
It's the name of the game. It's cold here.
yeah, the hardest part is -2 out. So.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is when we fly in the summertime, we fly in, 100 degrees. So it's either one extreme or the other. We usually don't have very many just plain old regular days.
Who are my options
Me
to
and Mari,
bet on?
pilot in command, and Casardo race the losers from here.
Oh, jeez.
One of us 2.
Oh, jeez. I think my days are numbered. We got 4 up. We got good videos. We're going to get this thing started as long as Shames lets them know
What
the
number
deal
do I
is.
put as if I want to bet on Sky?
Get those bets in. Get those bets in. We got
Get
4 on
those
red.
bets
I would
in.
like to place my
4
bets
on red,
on
1 on
Sky.
blue.
Now, where's your money at, Casey?
You know, I didn't place a bet this round, but if I was going to, it would definitely be on my good old friend Armando. I like Engineer a lot, though, so if I were going to guess who's going to be battling with him, it'll definitely be
What
Engineer.
color is Armando?
I think it's, yeah, all three got, so not to take anything away from Dreams here, but Engineer, Mondo, and Sky, they are three exceptionally fast pilots, and no, they're going to have to push this heat to move on. So
It's going to be a fast heat. It's going to be over before
it's going to
you
be
know
a ridiculous heat. We're going to see some 13s, maybe a 12 in this heat. Engineer put up a 12 flat last time, so more than likely we could see an 11 from him. So we're going to see what's possible here. Pilots, thumbs up for good video.
Hold on, Orca boot.
We got the hold on. We're doing a reboot.
Got a couple of more seconds for those extra late bets.
Oh,
Roll those
Orcas.
bets in.
Yeah, if Orca could get the boot time fixed, that'd be great. All right, pilots, arm your quadcopters.
All right, we're stopping bets.
On the tone in less than 5. Here we go. All 4 pilots in the air through the start-finish gate. It looks like Engineer got the whole shot with a 1.4, about a second and a half ahead of second place there. Engineer's already in the Flying J, coming across to the Split S. One more gate, first lap.
14.3.
Opening it up with a 14.3, Mondo in second. It looks like our buddy Sky already found himself some issues here, so it's going to be Mondo's opportunity to safety up, but he goes down.
As you said that.
Engineer goes down. If Sky's got turtle mode, he better be trying to get this sucker back up in the air because it's
right
anybody's race at this point.
Dreams is sitting in a real comfortable position.
It's like bumper cars out there, Casey.
That's a fact. Mondo with a 22-second after the bobble, just behind Dreams with a 17-second lap. I think Mondo's going to reel him in.
Mondo 14.2.
Mondo's now in
Dreams
first, but
16.
Dreams and
right.
Engineer are all literally right with him. They are within just a second of each other.
Dreams takes a crash on the dive gate as you're talking about him.
Yeah, big spill for Dreams. That's probably going to do it for him because Engineer and Mondo's across.
Oh!
He's going to be second.
18.3 Engineer.
Engineer squeaks it out in front of Dreams by
feet.
the slightest of margins. Holy
Yeah,
bananas.
that was literally the last couple of feet they had to pass each other.
Macro.
Just goes to show you can't play around with Engineer. All right.
No surprise here. Our first and second qualifiers on the event for the day have made their ways to finals. With Mondo taking the win over Engineer.
So if you bet on the red drone, our good friend Armando, which 4 people did, you just got some money. Or tokens, if you will.
Mondo able to win with a 22-second lap. What does that say about our buddy Mondo?
Yep. Well, he in that 22-second lap, he did a lot of reeling in, and that was
Yeah, he did.
That was the big thing, is him able to take over Dreams right before the finish.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Yep.
Yippee yay.
Indeed.
So I'm going to pick the winner.
Moving into heat number 12. This is a consolation bracket heat between Amari, pilot in command, myself, and Casardo.
We got some winners in the chat who bet on Armando, Geppetto Lincoln, Rachel Cobb, Josh, and KLC 7919.
Pilot in command.
If somehow I win this $50, I am taking it towards the 533 radio.
You should, because you got that little bitty radio, and 533 radios are where it's at. We got a lot of people flying the T16s.
Yes, sir. It looks like I moved to R1. Hey, do you have a wand? Can you wand me?
I think we can
battery's
take
died.
a time right now
I gotta start
to
carrying
take a look at
AAAs
one of
with
our
me.
sponsors.
Race Band 1.
We're going to put that on in just a
Back
sec.
here somewhere.
That sounded awesome in that mic.
All right, we're back. Good
That was
stop.
quite the race.
We'll swap a
I didn't
route.
know Engineer had a bobble. So what? I ended up taking that one. Did you already pick me as the winner?
Yes. Red was the winner, and you got these people here who betted on you.
Okay, I'm going to reset that one.
Yep,
And then
yep.
we're going to go in and give everybody tokens.
1
Looks like some people bet
million
on me.
tokens.
Who had faith in me?
Got,
Geppetto,
yeah.
Rachel, Josh, and KLC. Thank you, guys.
Well, it was a pretty smart bet. I
Can
mean,
we get a leaderboard update? Yes, you
TQ.
can. Let's see. Oh, Josh Howell with 1 tiny trainer token. Who did he bet on?
not the right person, that's a fact.
Heart of America with 3,000. Kilo Foxtrot close behind 3,100. Oh, there's those eyebrows I was talking about. So yeah, I managed to pull that one through. Sky, I was watching when we all started. It was Engineer, Sky, me, and I just saw Sky smack like the 3rd gate, and then I just heard like a long sigh from him. And then I just remember a battle between me and Dreams. I don't know what happened to Dreams. I took the pass on him.
You reeled him in.
I did. I was going. I was scared. I
Yeah.
was shaking. So how many Joshes are there? That's what Josh says. So we're going to open up this next bet, and I'm going to tell you who our pilots are. So our pilots in race,
This is me, I
what is
believe.
this, 12, are going to be, I need to refresh this page. 12 is going to be, our red pilot is Sean, our white pilot is Casardo, our blue pilot is Amari, and our green pilot is Pilot in Command. So
If you want to bet on
once again,
Casardo, that would
James
probably
in red,
not be a good idea because
Casardo in white,
I think this is my demise here. I've ran into the wall of
Amari in blue, and Pilot in Command in green.
good players here. Here I come.
Yeah, they're yelling for you. Get out there. So Dreams got bumped down to the losers bracket, and Sky got bumped down to the losers bracket. They're yelling. They're in the seats. They're ready to go.
We're looking for Casardo.
Yeah, Casardo's coming. He was in here helping us out, getting chatty. So he's coming.
Helping us out.
Helping us out.
Well, you'd be helping us out more if you not here with this fun.
Helping us.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe I gotta phrase that better. So then Engineer.
I did. I heard him
R6.
talking on it announcing.
So this next
I don't remember that bobble.
I'm in it. I'm still here now.
This heat's ready to go. They're all
Yeah, they
gridded
are
up.
ready. Once Casardo gets
Everyone
out there.
except for me.
Yeah, once Casardo gets out there, we'll be good to go. We currently only have 2 bets on blue in this heat for Amari. I think Amari
got
is a
the same
pretty
radio
safe
here?
bet.
We got the same Radio Master?
Yeah.
Nice. That's the Heli Nation version with the red?
I just got a Pyro.
Pyro?
I
Nice.
wanted to get that one, but
Yeah.
we're out of stock.
Oh, man.
One cool thing I did, I have an SMA mod.
I'm just going to put
Oh,
them
cool.
all on
That's
Amari.
handy.
I need to catch up to Heart of America.
And you're on Tracer?
Yes.
Cool. You like 2 antennas on the quad instead of on the radio?
I have 1 antenna on the
Nice.
It's good to see Kilo
And it
in the
works?
chat. Hyper's here
You
with
haven't had
us.
any issues?
I mean, if I'm...
Did Hyper bet on
if I didn't
Engineer that last one and
yet, but
get
if I was in, like,
upset?
the middle of that parking garage,
I didn't
What
even
is
know
it,
you had a
Tesla?
bobble.
Ludicrous mode.
I failed safe.
Okay, 4
All
pilots.
right, guys. How are you?
Once they're ready, we're going to close betting.
Casardo, you ready?
All right,
Looks like
we're
about to
good.
go. Closing betting now. 5 bets on Amari, 2 bets on red. That is Sean Ames.
Yes.
Sean,
Let's do it.
Sean, they're pulling for you. And we're off. We're going to be watching Amari in blue and Sean in red. I think those are our 2 pilots that we're going to really have to look out for. Casardo already has a bobble. Right now we're watching our red pilot Sean chase down Amari. Oh no. Sean gets it wrong. Amari gets it wrong. Amari is black. There is no video.
Pilot in
He
Command
hits
19-4.
so hard. I believe this is a loser's bracket race as well.
Are you unplugged down?
Yeah, he's down. Sean,
Sorry,
keep
man.
it in the race. Stay in the race. Keep, yeah.
Shin 17-1.
Coming around with Sean Ames.
Pilot in Command 19-2.
We definitely lost Amari now that everybody has completed a lap. We have Shames in first, Pilot Command in second, hitting 19-second laps. They're pretty well
Shames
spaced,
16
so I
flat.
think we're just going to be watching who manages to pull off second place.
Chase Argo 19-7. Pilot in Command 19-2.
Shames and Pilot are both onto their last lap. Casardo about a lap behind. About to finish it off. There's Sean,
Shames
first
15
place.
Shames done.
Unfortunately, Amari got it wrong. I think he hit the timing gate.
Chase Argo 19-1. Case Argo done. Pilot in command 19-2, pilot in command done.
Oh, because of the
All pilots are finished.
NASCAR rule, Casardo was done. So he can just finish it off. The pilot in command gets second place. Shane's in pilot in command moving on to the next race, which I believe is race 13, which is our semis. We're going to refresh this, or we're going to have to wait for them to bump it.
Good run, Casey.
Yeah, definitely Shane's
That
moving
first lap
on.
got you, huh?
Yeah, desync. I couldn't.
Well, you beat Amari. Desyncs suck.
Okay, we're going to run an
Desyncs are the
ad.
primary reason I'm getting.
And your champion's going to be Headsup FPV as he sends it straight into the stadium.
And it's that guy right there. That kid is your 2020 multi-GP champion. Right there. What a win.
Amari 248 flat Amari done.
That right there, what you saw was the 533 Switchback Pro. That is the second version of our popular Switchback frame. That is more of like a 5-inch racing, open class. That's what we do in like outside, larger scale races. The gates are a little bigger whenever we run those races. Right now we're running about 5-foot squares is what you see these pilots flying through with these tiny trainers. Everybody's running the same tiny trainer, spec racing, 3-inch props, and then what we spec are the motors, the props, and then the minimum weight is how we allow like everybody to be pretty much on the same level whenever we're all flying, and then we dictate a pretty specific race line that they have to stick to just so that we're all racing the same spec
Pilot in
track and
command.
we're racing the same spec drone, and it makes it like a lot of fun racing to watch. And because sometimes with tracks you can get pretty creative and come up with these like I call them cheater lines, and they're just like different ways to get to a gate shorter, because in this warehouse you could like cut columns a different way and kind of have like a shortcut, but we don't want that. We make them fly almost the exact same line so that they're pretty much just following each other and trying to find that right time for the pass. And then in this next race we're going to be looking for, this is race 13, so this is the last race before finals. Who made it this far? We have R1 Sean Ames. Let me open up betting for you guys because this is going to be a fun one. Did I have to pick the better? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to give everybody tokens.
You get tokens. You get tokens. You get tokens.
And then we're going to start the bet. And our pilots that you're going to be betting on are going to be Sean Ames, Command 0, and then we're going to have Dreams, who's going to be number 1. We're going to have Pilot in Command, who's going to be number 2, and then we're going to have Sky, our green drone, who's going to be number 3. So this is going to be a hard one to call. Just because I've been flying with them, I think I'm going to put my points on Sky.
Sky is definitely coming alive in the
Here's
nighttime.
Amari coming to join us. Unfortunately, Amari met the timing gate on his first lap.
End of the first lap, yeah.
Yeah, so
Unfortunate. Hate to see it happen.
did your battery come out? Is that what happened?
Yeah, so I clipped the side of the gate, the battery didn't come out, but when I clipped it, I threw it into a wall in the process, and that is what did it, unfortunately.
Oh, gosh.
Hate to see it.
Yep. I got
Because
hit.
you had a lead as I was watching.
Oh, yeah,
Sean
no.
calling you.
I felt really comfortable. I was doing what I was doing, and then just one little clip sent it off for me, though. I was already in the losers bracket thanks to some video issues I gave
I'm gonna
myself
take a
earlier.
second. I'm gonna put my bet on Sky.
Put another 5 in for me, too.
What is Sky's bet?
Number 3.
Number 3?
So who do we have as our bet leader as of right now? Is there any way for us to know
Yeah,
that?
we put in the command top, and it'll give us our top 5.
Fantastic.
So let's see that come in. We have Heart America still in the lead with 3,615. Caden Steckenrider in second. with 2,218, Hyper FPV with 1,000, Casardo with 889, and Multi GP with 861.
I'm gonna bet all of my tokens on Sky right now.
Get it.
Do it.
Because send it.
So who's in this heat? Sky.
We have
Pilot and Command.
Shames,
Shames, Sky.
Dreams, Pilot and Command, and Sky.
What a heat.
Yeah, this is a heat to watch. So who's going to be running our race then?
We have all of them.
Somebody's going to click the button for us once we see.
Rihanna's out there, I'm pretty sure still.
Josh Howell, all 103 tokens that he has at his disposal, throwing them at Dreams. That is a true friend. That means before I gave him 100 tokens, he only had 3. He's been having a rough go at things.
This is what turns it around right here, though. Just need one good run.
So Dreams, he was making it happen. He actually brought his 6-month-old baby. She's out here. And he said that he was just making this a road trip. He wanted the first baby's road trip to be a drone trip.
Drone related, that's awesome.
And that is one of the calmest babies I've seen.
It's been pretty chill.
She doesn't care.
I did not know there was a baby here.
The only time I heard the baby was when Casey's car alarm went off.
Yeah.
Casey
made a unhappy baby.
Made the decision that he wanted to set off his car alarm right next to a sleeping baby.
Yeah. Okay, we have 4 videos. We're going to be waiting for these quads to take off. I'm going to be closing betting soon. It looks like Sky has 4 bets and Sean has 2, and then we have 1 vote for white and 1 vote for blue.
Oh, man.
Woo, boy, let's see where these bets end up.
All right, I got Sky and Seamus moving on.
No dollar bets.
It's just what's
only
happening.
Points bets.
But who's going to be in first?
You know.
I put it all on Sky.
I want it to be Sky.
I want it to be Sky.
You
I
know,
want it to be Sky.
Based upon my betting skill, it's probably going to be Shames.
So here's my thought process. Whoever gets the whole shot's going to hold on to it, because if they both get a lead, they're just going to chill and just say, like, all right, we're going to go to the next heat. So whoever gets the whole shot.
I know that last heat is in Sky's head right now.
Oh, yeah.
Just where he
Maybe a little bit.
Second lap.
Right. He just needs to
or
get
it
it
wasn't.
back.
He didn't even get a lap.
No.
It was like 2 gates and then smack.
Sky, if you can hear us,
All
there's
right,
nothing
we got
in
4
your head.
thumbs,
You're
4
good.
videos. We're going to get these bets canceled out and get this race underway.
Betting is closed. What color is Dreams? Oh no, Lundy. Sorry, betting's closed.
We're good.
He was the white drone.
He is still the white drone.
All phones are good. Yep.
He's armed. He's
Pilot
ready.
Command in the blue, Dreams in the white.
All pilots are off. It's definitely a battle between
Oh
Sky
my
and
gosh.
Sean right now.
Wow.
Dreams
Look
is
at
not
this.
holding back either. They're all going into the dive gate at the same time.
Huge pack.
Who's the first one around the corner? That is Sky coming around, finishing our FPV gate section. He's going to be, a 15-second lap.
Dreams E16-7.
Man.
Pilot in Command 18-3.
Shames had a 15-6. Sky had a 15-7. Pilot in Command with an 18. Dreams with a 16-second first
A
lap.
few seconds.
Who are we in first with?
Sky 16-3.
Sky,
Still
Sean
He
kind of
was
far
going popping
behind.
off.
So right now it's a battle between Pilot in Command and Sean for second place.
Pilot in Command
James
18-5.
a little bobble. He's back up, though.
Pilot in Command is now in second place. We're looking at Sky with a strong lead.
Sky 16-5.
Yeah, Sky's not
Sky
taking
needs one
it
more.
easy.
Yeah, Sky needs one more
He's
lap
on
and
his
he's got
last
it.
This is it for Sky. If he just stitches this up, he's going to be
Dreams E38.3.
good, but he has a little bobble. Is that going to be too much of a bobble?
I don't know. Sean got his second place back. So
Let's go.
we're
Come
just
on, come
watching
on.
them finish this one off.
Beautiful.
Sky 19-8.
Sky, then
Nice
Sean.
frame.
That is a race.
Oh, Shames was
Dreams
pushing
E15,
so
Dreams
hard. He
E15.
got a
That was so
14-second lap
impressive
right
to
there.
watch.
You guys are done. I don't know if you need the extra.
Sky and
pressure,
Shames
Sean.
move on.
This
If you
one's
bet
for
on
pride.
Sky in the green drone, you
This
just
one's
got a
for
bunch
pride.
of money, and that was about 1,600 points for me.
get
Thank
it.
you very much,
All
Sky.
pilots are finished.
You
Did
get
our
it.
green drone win that?
Yes,
Yeah, Sky.
Sky.
Yes.
He's the money.
Everybody that
In
bet
the
on
bank.
green, here's your points.
Congratulations. Man. Yeah, you get a good heat like that. Doesn't matter if the bell goes off. You're still on top of each other. You keep
So-
sending it till someone gives.
Now we are going into
Facts.
Chase the Ace Finals. Race 14. This will run at least twice. We're going to be running until a pilot wins 2 times. Usually we have an Ironman roll in effect, and that's if your TQ wins every race they were in. I got a second place, so that is no
Yeah.
longer in effect. I lost to Sky. So we're waiting for somebody to win 2 races. Doesn't have to be in a row, but as soon as one of these 4 pilots gets 2 wins, it is over. They are the winner. And they will be taking home this trophy right here. I already have one of them. I'm not going to be pushing that hard. I like my tiny trainers, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to have fun. But if you want to bet, let's clear these bets out. I already gave everybody points.
Who's going to win it all?
Yeah, no, Sky's got Giant Slayer status right now.
I need to give
taking
everybody
away
tokens.
The Iron Man claws.
1778.
He's coming in hot to this last 8, for sure.
Okay, we're going to open betting. And the pilots that you're going to be betting on are as follows. Mondo on R1. We have
the red drone.
Engineer on or blue. So Engineer will be a 2. Mondo will be a 0. I'm still waiting for their channel assignments for the next 2 pilots. I think Sean has to click finish race.
I'm going all token bets for the rest of the night.
Well, Sky will still be on R8. And
not
Sean
gonna be-
got second, didn't he?
It's not going to be easy to
Sean
catch
got
up.
second, yeah.
Yeah, so then we'll have Shames on the white drone, if I know how live FPV works, live time works.
Go ahead and run down those pilots again with
Okay,
the colors.
so Mondo will be 0, Shames will be 1, Engineer will be 2, and Sky will be 3. This is going to be a race. I love how Sky is on the green drone.
Yeah, that worked out perfectly. I don't think we had to do any manipulation or anything.
Yeah.
It just happened that way.
Who should
Okay.
I bet
So
on?
betting is open. I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to bet against myself.
Oh, you're hedging the bets.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm on both sides. I always win.
So let's
But
see.
5 on everyone.
Insider trading.
Never lost a bet.
Media Outlaws. I only have 221 points. That's not good.
To bet on you at 0?
Yeah, Mondo is 0.
That is the youngest picture of Engineer Patrick White I have ever seen in my life. I swear, Patrick, you need to see this when you're done.
Okay,
you look 13 years old.
I'm going to need somebody to close these bets once we get
I
going.
can help you out
Do you know
there.
how to do that? I certainly do not.
Yep.
What
I just
channel
put
am I? Red?
1879 on Mondo.
We've got 2 typical drone racers here with Mondo and Shams, 13-year-old Engineer rolling in hot, and then you've got typical businessman 9 to 5 Sky here looking to clean house.
Look at how little he is.
You're like, how old are you in that picture? Do you know? How old do you got to be in that picture? Not a day over 13.
Probably 15.
Okay, yeah, that's great. That's great.
I didn't read any of the content put out that we were supposed to. I just booked plane tickets and showed up.
I was gonna say, I think they straight up found your yearbook photo and ripped that out of it from middle school. That's fantastic. I love that. Didn't know we were gonna be treated with that here today.
Mondo's trolled a couple of pilots that way. I know that he got one of our St. Louis locals, Anthony Wall, with his first ever Facebook profile picture. It was like a literal, yeah, it was like a yearbook picture or something.
I love it. I love to see it.
All right, so we're getting pilots situated. I just threw all of my tokens at Mondo, so I hope that he wins. I'm not totally certain who's going to win here, so
red is, just to run this down here, red is Shames, white is Engineer?
red is Mondo.
Okay, well, just don't listen to me at all. I'll have you do this since you have the information in front of you that don't confuse people.
Yeah, no.
Oh, look at that. Perfect.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah,
red
red
is
with
Mondo,
Mondo.
white is Shames, blue is Engineer, and green is Sky, which is perfect for him.
Oop.
Being that he was on DRL, and that was his color for the year.
I'm really happy that turned out that way.
Yeah, perfect color for him.
Makes
towards the
it
end of
easy.
this. Let's see here. Kevin Turner thinks this is going to be a crazy heat. I agree, Kevin. Definitely a crazy heat. This is going to be one to watch. This is going to show who's doing what with what they got, and I think it's going to be Armando. I know that Sky is still riding that high from the last round.
He was hot coming off that one.
He was.
That was a
definitely.
commanding lead. That was a no holds barred, beat Shames by like half a second. No misses up.
He didn't have Armando in the heat though.
That's true. That's
which
true.
is the TQ right now. So
I'm pretty sure that last heat Sky took off and never saw a single other person flash in front of him. So
that's helpful. Being in front and not having anybody come into your view is a weight off your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's open, clean air.
Mm-hmm. Well, most pilots practice. That's how they do it anyway. They're like, I feel at home. I don't see anyone flashing in front of me. Nothing else to target fixate on except the gold hand.
Yeah. I see a lot of big bets in the chat. Everybody's trying to seal the deal right before the end of the event. Shames is MIA right now. Shames, let's hear about some predictions. What do you think here?
So, where's Shames?
Oh, he's probably muted his mic.
Yeah.
He's trying to get into the serious zone.
He's trying to race.
Yeah, he's
Sorry,
racing.
my mic was muted. I was talking to you.
Oh, there we
Now,
go.
as a reminder, we are in a Chasey Ace round here. I'm putting new props on. I'm sure the guys. I'm just trying to ice the guys right now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
But,
what you should be doing.
Chasey Ace round here. What I think is going to happen this very first heat, it's going to be Mondo leading with Engineer about a gate behind until the second to last gate. Mondo's going to hit the second to last gate. His battery's going to unplug. Engineer is going to be so fixated on Mondo that he's going to follow him right into the exact same part of that very last gate. His battery's going to unplug, and then me and Sky are going to both go through the finish gate at the exact same moment.
That's a very specific prediction there.
This man is a prophet. That's worth all of the Tiny
And
Trainer
then,
tokens right there.
Engineer's quad will have broken, so he'll be done.
Oh no!
Oh, yikes. Shots fired on Engineer's
I
quad.
should stop talking. And focus on this. I'm having too much fun, but it's going to be a good race. And yeah, I remember last week or last race. You know,
Anything can happen.
anything can happen.
That is true. So we got 4 bets on red, no bets on white.
No bets on white.
No,
Three-
not yet.
3
Hey,
bets
suck
on
it,
blue,
okay?
and 0 bets on green. So no love for our last winner there.
Hot dang.
We still have
they're
some time.
sleeping. People are sleeping on
They
Sky.
are sleeping. Honestly, I kind of am like second guessing why I put my chips on Armando, but hopefully let's.
I'm second guessing.
Can't take it back now.
Hey, can I get a refund on my tokens, please? Nah, Mondo's gonna do just fine, and the betting shows that way. Let's see here.
I think we're gonna know a lot more about how this is gonna go after this first heat.
Yeah, it's.
So here's my prediction right now. If Engineer takes heat number 1, he's going to take heat number 2, and it's going to be over.
He does get into Jurgonaut mode.
Yeah. If he gets into his flow, you can't touch him because you have to catch up to him to do that, and that's exactly what he's good at letting people not do.
He just has such smooth lines. He makes flying this fast look really slow, and that's the name of the game to keep yourself calm.
Patrick's got that game in his head, Engineer, making sure he is one of the few pilots today that showed up with a single race quad.
He's going to do all right with it. He's made it this far. We got 4 beautiful videos. I know Shames is getting over into his seat and getting situated. You want to be comfortable for this race because this is an important one. Whenever you guys are ready, we'll get this race started. Everybody's getting their hands warmed up before the race. It's nice to have a little warm hands before you fly, otherwise you can't feel your fingers.
Toasty.
But yeah, getting all situated. Sky up in front, Mondo to the left of him. James in the back.
All these pilots with their Orca goggles looking
Orca's
fantastic.
got some beautiful goggles.
Oh,
in
yes.
it. We've got an amazing set here for the winner of this whole event, and I can't wait to see who's going to take these goggles home. It's going to be bragging rights anytime they go out flying. Oh, where'd you get those gold goggles? Well,
Oh, Travis Daly's in the chat. Can we get him some tokens? I think he's looking for some tokens.
Travis Daly.
He's one of our DRL track masters. Oh, we're off.
I'm going to stop the betting.
Someone hit something
Mondo's going to
immediately.
take a crash, of course. But that's not the end of it because white drone just takes a crash, and that's Shane's.
Patrick.
Engineer 14-1.
Engineers.
Sky 14-7.
Engineer and Sky are in the lead right now, which is not where I put my
Mondo
tokens.
20.2. Shane's 21.3.
Anything can happen though. Everybody's flying very smooth lines right now.
Engineer 12-3. That is
Engineer
the
is
hottest
not-
lap of the day. He is on fire. He doesn't remember that he only has one drone, but he doesn't need to when he's flow skating this hard. This man is sending it.
Shames takes a crash. That's going to give Mondo breathing room.
12-3, 13.
We only need one of the two, Sky or Engineer, to take a crash to give Mondo back his position to move on.
I think Engineer's coming up on lap track.
Mondo 13-4. Engineer 13-4. Engineer done.
Put a man.
Who's going to get the second place?
We're still
It's
flying.
going to be Sky.
Sky with a second.
Sky and Engineer. I just lost all of my tokens, so I'm broke.
Mondo 13-6. Mondo done. All pilots are finished.
That was the only way I was going to be able to try to win it towards the end, so
All or
sometimes you got to go all or nothing. That's just the way it goes. Great racing, though. Great flying. If you bet on red, which 4 of you did, you get 0 points. But if you bet on green, which nobody did, you still get 0 points. If you bet on blue, 3 people did, you're going to get some points.
Can we get a run back on how that math works out here?
Yeah. I was just making it up as I went.
It sounded good.
Yeah, so we're going to pick the winner here. And that's going to be the blue drone.
Man, that definitely looked like it was going to be a hot heat.
With the 12. Yes, I did.
And you can reset.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go to the chat console.
Does it just...
Yeah, it already reset.
Okay. And then console.
And we're going to click there.
Control V.
Everybody gets tokens. And then
Cool.
start the betting.
Alrighty.
Start it?
We're going to go back to betting and start it. So, to make it easy, everything's the same. Red pilot, 0, Armando. White pilot, 1, Shames. Blue pilot, 2, Engineer. And green pilot, 3, Sky. Sky was in second place there, and Engineer was in first.
He was. I think it was really interesting. I think it was really smart of Sky to just stay back. It was obvious that Engineer was absolutely hauling there.
Yeah.
And if Sky's entering this next heat knowing that he had a really great clean run, it may not have been as fast as it needed to be, but this is drone racing. Someone will hit something, and it can be a domino effect sometimes. One person goes down, starts hearing something, you have a sudden lapse of judgment where instead of thinking about your line, you're thinking about, oh, who just went down?
Mm-hmm.
And as fast as these guys are hauling with 12, 13, 14, 15-second laps,
No time for that.
Yeah, not a
Can't
chance.
take any bobbles, any mess ups at all, or you're going to get past. And that was clearly the case with Armando there. He had a crash right away, and he did reel in a little bit, but not enough. Everybody there was just moving and grooving, and there was no catching up to them.
No, not a chance. Definitely had that door shut on everyone else real quick. Engineer got that lead, and he was not letting anyone else have it. He almost lapped someone at the end of there. He had a green pilot in front of him, and it took me a while to figure out, I didn't know if they were battling that hard, but it was wild.
Fast flying today, fast flying. We do got a couple of bets rolling in. We got one on red. Get those bets in. We do need to have a winner for this $50 gift certificate to 533. And let's see who's in the lead.
You know, Casey, I just got word that there was a glitch in the matrix there, actually, and that's why my prediction was wrong.
Okay.
But it's going to happen this time, so
Gotcha.
I just kind of wanted to update you guys on that it was just a slight glitch. Blue pill, red pill type of thing, but
you lost the 50-50.
Yeah.
Understandable.
So I apologize to everyone in the chat who voted for me or Sky. It was just a...
Well, ironically, nobody did, Shames. So.
Yeah, I'm about to say this.
Whoops.
But maybe those comments will help push some bets your way.
It can all change right now.
That's going to look fun.
Do.
Bon.
Trying to see who won some tokens last round. If you made some victories last round, say something in the chat. Tell us how much you won, because I can't find it. Do. All right, well, we got everybody getting ready, putting their quads on the blocks. We probably got time for a sponsor if we want to go ahead and show one of those. All right, we're back. Big thanks to FPVgates.com. That's Neukel and Propsicle. Propsicle's been here. Neukel has not, but he is here in spirit through his
whole
gates.
shot. You think this is the first gate of that straight?
The
second gate?
The timing
the
gate
after
or
timing
the...
gate?
gate after?
Should probably make it the timing gate so we can tell.
Make it the second gate. So it wouldn't have been a whole shot.
I envisioned in my head you going through the start gate and not turning and smashing the wall. That's what I thought happened.
So for those of you who don't know what the whole shot rule is, in drone racing, there's a lot of stuff that happens and that can cause pilots to hit something or before you get too far. No one likes a race where all the pilots crash out immediately, so all the pilots have a gentleman's agreement known as the whole shot rule, where they choose one gate on the course, and after they launch, as soon as all pilots make it through that gate, all bets are off at that point, so you full send. But if a pilot fails to make it through that gate, it's a regrid. Everyone grabs new batteries, changes props if they need to.
So
and they
the
send
end
it
of the
again.
straight before the
Yep.
before the
Gives them
ladder.
all a chance to get a fair start, because we don't want anybody just crashing right out of the start gate and
That's boring.
not getting a fair shot at it. So
That's lame. Nobody likes that.
absolutely. We got 4 beautiful videos up. I see the pilots getting situated. They're going to throw some thumbs up in the air, and then we're going to get this race underway.
All right, you guys good?
It could all
All
be
right, I
over
think we're
right
all
here.
set.
All right, we're going to
We got an ace to chase here in engine air.
stop the betting and get this race started.
All right.
All right, betting is stopped.
They're off, and Engineer definitely has the lead going into this, closely followed by a large pack of drones.
No mistakes to be made here, Engineer.
Engineer 13-4.
That is
Shane's 14-8.
fastest opener.
Mondo
Previously having a
15-5.
14-1. He is
Sky
already in the
17-5.
groove. Everyone's going to have to push a little bit harder to make something happen.
Ooh.
Engineer 13-1.
All pilots are still in the air.
Engineer's flying a pretty clean line.
Sky 14-4.
If he's able to
Mondo
maintain
17
this,
flat.
this would be an easy win
Shane's
for him.
18 flat. Engineer 12-1.
12-1. Man doesn't look like he can be stopped. Is he going to get in a sub 12 second one in the Chase the Ace finals heat here? That would be insane.
Shane's 14-1.
We have 2 bobbles.
Engineer 13-5. Engineer
That's
5.
it.
Mondo 19-5.
Engineer
Mondo
takes it as your Chase the Ace winner for the 4th race of the Winter Warehouse Series, hailing all the way from Florida. Man,
Podium City.
All
Wow.
pilots are finished.
Engineer. He can't even believe
we
it.
hit early. Well, I hit somebody at the J, like about midway.
It's so cool to be able to see the aftermath of the race right there.
so I can't see in front of my screen. Who took second there? I'm trying to figure out how
Mondo, I
the Mondo took second.
I wanna
so
say-
Mondo
I
took
lost
4th
fast
the
in the
first
Cindy.
one, second the second one. What happened with Sky and Shames then? So I'm pretty sure if Sky got at least 3rd that heat, he takes 2nd.
Yes, that is right. We will find out. Shames, what do you think is going to happen with the situation of the different places that we have here? Shames is still taking
They're walking
it all
out,
in.
grabbing their drones.
When Shames gets back, he'll give us the full rundown. But that current heat was definitely Engineer, and he
Thoroughly.
yeah, he was not even able to be close to anybody else. So
Yeah, he had it on average over a second per lap on the next fastest thing. I think he maintained that through both of those 2 heats as well. Just
Yep.
absolute dominant performance.
it's crazy what a fast pilot like that will make these things look like. I mean, when I fly it, it seems like there's not enough juice to go that fast, and these guys are just letting it eat all the way, 100% fully around the track, and that's what gets you a win. So is that 2 for Engineer yet?
That's 2, yeah. That's 1, 2.
So he's probably going to take your seat. in a
Yeah, no worries.
second.
So who took 2nd and 3rd and 4th though? Because
So
Sky had
it-
a 2nd the first time.
In that race, Sean got 2nd, and then,
Okay.
so that gives Sean a 2nd and a 4th.
Right.
Okay.
And then that gives me a 3rd and a 3rd, and that gives Sky a 2nd and a 4th. So the tiebreaker is the last race.
Oh no.
Engineer,
So
Motocross
Sky,
rule.
so it's
Mondo,
Engineer,
yes.
Shames?
James. Then
I think that's going to be
Mondo, because the
We had a
tiebreaker is still the last race.
three-way tie.
Man, gotcha. Okay.
So it goes by the order in the last heat.
So the last heat mattered
So
a
it's
whole
me,
bunch.
Mondo, Sky.
Get in here, Patrick.
Patrick Engineer White, our Race 4 Tiny Trainer Winter Series champion. That guarantees you a spot in the finals.
All right.
Yeah, that was some great flying. I'm pretty sure you lapped me at the end.
I don't know.
You did.
It's very possible.
saw
He
it
was
happen.
Were you on the
moving.
ground maybe?
No, I just watched you through the flying J. You just took it way tighter than me. So, yeah.
Did you DVR? I'd love to see that,
Yeah,
honestly.
I did. Because it was like right after me and Sky had a minute, I did a lap, and then you just passed us. Because we were pretty sloppy behind you. Sean hit Sky, and then I hit Sky, and then I'm pretty sure I hit Sky twice.
Jeez.
Because we were like right on each other.
You got magnets in your drones or something?
Yeah, we were just...
Basically.
We all just kept making mistakes while you were just out there getting like 12s and 13s, right?
I heard 12-1 maybe?
Gosh.
You started off with some sauce, for
Actually,
sure.
I'm happy. The best thing about that run was the opener in a 13-0, which I don't think I've started fast yet, but
So here's one thing I know.
click from the start.
You run Orcas, don't you?
I do.
So like everybody else that has won, like Prop and Evan, they run the Fat Sharks. So whenever I show them those, I'm not sure if they're actually going to wear them, but I can guarantee that you're probably going to wear them.
Oh, absolutely. I've got dust in mine. I need a fresh set.
Yeah, those ones are calling your name.
Great flying.
Yeah,
Great
thank
flying.
you, Orca, for these goggles. They are amazing. I think I've only ever seen one other pilot wearing these gold goggles, and he's in Abu Dhabi, I believe.
Are these gold from the factory?
Yeah,
That's
no, they
cool.
sent them to me as the trophy. 'Cause
Wow.
I told them about the series, and they were like, well, we can give you a trophy.
That was
And there it
super
is.
awesome of them.
Definitely. Thank you, Orca. Wow.
We'd also like to thank a couple other sponsors, Mighty Kind, Pyrodrone, 533, Mondo and Evans Company.
FPV Gates.
Yeah.
And then who else did we have?
Old Vienna,
Yeah.
Red Hot Riplets.
And I don't know. I'd just like to thank everybody that's been traveling to these races. That's been amazing.
We have a special race coming up in 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, the stream's not over yet. If you're
Ooh.
watching, we have a special race coming up. We're gonna be. We're not gonna tell you what it is yet. I'm just gonna tell you it's Amari versus Sky. And they brought some special stuff.
I know they have more special things if other pilots would want to jump in.
Oh, like extra
Uh-oh.
racers. Oh, I just gave it away.
Yikes.
I want to see what they can do first, and then after that, we can just race whatever. I almost brought my practice rig,
Okay.
but I did not.
Yeah, we almost bound
This poor
one of them up
course.
to my crossfire last night.
Oh,
Just
really? These gates, I'm not sure they're made for what's about to happen.
This is
So,
going to be carnage. and
Are
I
we gonna
can't
fly
wait.
the same track? You're just
Yeah.
gonna run it as is?
I think they're going to fly the same track.
All right. Those. What are those other ones? 4 foot? The LED gates?
They're all 5x5.
Okay. They're just short. They don't have panels. Okay.
Yeah.
They feel small, and it's weird that they feel small when we're flying like 3-inch drones.
The smallest drones we ever race. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of the Tiny Trainer racing?
Oh, it's a blast. It is really fun, especially with the LEDs in the dark. You can see who's in front of you. So, for example, not that I ever know who's what color, but I'll be in a heat and end up either behind someone or I see what colors are actually there. So if you were wise enough to check the color map before you go up, you could actually see who's there.
Well, since Sky was pretty much always green, I
Sky was
always
green
knew
a
when
lot,
Sky
yeah.
was giving me trouble.
I was
and he
white the whole
always
time.
Yeah, I was white the whole day
because
too.
my LEDs don't change. But
Well, it doesn't matter, what colors were ahead of you because you finished first. So.
Yeah, and him and Amari actually did some practice together. That's one thing that Amari and Engineer were talking about is they like to prepare for races by getting with like another top pilot and then
you
really
know what?
pushing each other.
We actually didn't do that. We were planning on it. That was the whole plan. I was going to come down. I flew out after my classes on Thursday. Thankfully, I have Fridays off all semester, which is great. So got to Amari's house, but he actually didn't pack up any of the DRL sim stuff, and it needed to get sent back to DRL post-dated today or yesterday or whatever. So we ended up just sleeping all morning because we was up till like 5 a.m. or something stupid.
But you guys got to fly at a gym last night, right?
That we did. Yeah, we had about an hour or so.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And it was good. I kind of helped him with his tiny trainer. He has one that flies BLES and another one with the beta boards, the F7, the 35 amp good ones. And it was just not having it. Needs a cap and a fresh motor.
Today, I had a BL Heli 32 board and then a BL Heli S board.
Mm-hmm.
The BL Heli S board was like smoother.
They
But I flashed
fly
on 48 kilohertz firmware, but the 32-bit one should also feel just as good on 48 kilohertz.
Right, yeah. I did the same thing. I have the $37 one, the 30 amp, and it's been flawless. I've flown that thing on 5-inch 2205s all the way up onto 4S where it's max rated.
Oh, wow.
So I'm pulling as much as you'd really want to pull out of that thing. I've crashed it, like it handles it.
We need to figure out who our stream better
Stream winner
our
is?
top pilot.
Ooh.
Are we gonna still include the special?
Yeah,
or
no, they didn't know that race was coming, so
That's
they thought
fine.
they won. So, did you close that last bet?
I did, I believe.
And then you clicked reset,
I did.
and then you're just going to go to the console then and type !T0 or TOP top,
Okay.
and then your computer's off. How do I turn that on?
Just move the mouse. Should.
And then we should be able to see in the comments who our top viewer was. Betting stop. Oh, we're way up here.
Nope. I gotta put the explanation.
Yep.
You gave everybody 100 tokens too.
I did. Just to mess with the.
Okay, here it
End
comes.
results.
Who was it?
Drum roll. All right.
Heart of America FPV.
With a big lead,
He gets a $50
3,600
gift
points.
card. He did not need
Wow.
a $50 gift card.
Yeah.
But that was amazing. And then for fun, we can run a bet on this next race. Are they ready yet? Almost ready. Can I announce it? Can I announce what's about to happen? Not yet. Why can't I announce what's about to happen?
Keep the suspense building.
Yeah.
Keep your numbers high.
We're about to. What color is Amari?
White.
White.
He's white on the.
Not sparkly white.
No, that's Vanover.
That's a Captain Sparkles over there.
That's a great. Let's tell them what's going on. Okay, so there's one of them. We have Amari and Sky out there. They brought their Racer 4s. They weren't allowed to race in person this season because of COVID and all that. So they have some Racer 4s laying around that they've been dying to race. So we said, bring them along, and we have a track for you. It's very DRL-esque, and they're about to race a white DRL Racer 4 and a green DRL Racer 4 on our track today, and we're going to see who is going to win the first IRL race of this season.
If you didn't know, the Tiny Trainer is actually mocked up to be the mini-me of the DRL Racer 4.
If you look at it from above, it is exactly scaled down of that.
So, this will be an interesting race to see how these larger quads with 7-inch propellers will hang in this tiny course where we've normally been flying 3-inch propellers.
And we're not going to guarantee that anybody's going to even make it around the track.
yeah, that might be a little tough.
This could be terrible, or it could be really awesome.
They just got done flying something tiny through these gates, and they're about to just a whole different beast around this track.
The momentum is just so different.
Oh, it is, yeah.
It's going to be way loud, too.
And the columns are going to feel like they're even way tighter just because these things are huge. Like
this is something I wish I'd watched with my eyes over there. It's happening in the other room, and I'm sitting here in front of Mike.
You're allowed to. You can stand next to them with your trophy, and you can be one of their spotters. But we're going to have the track cams here. We're going to be able to see every angle.
Good enough, yeah.
So once Matt gets back in here and once those drones are ready, I'm imagining we should see drone videos soon.
You know what's funny? Every time we seem to race Tiny...
So Amari just has to get his remote because he packed up already after his loss.
No, he races the Tyrannus on that.
Oh, yeah, different remote.
Yeah.
They are going to do the full course? Okay, we're watching the full course.
Oh, boy. Man, that tunnel, the high tunnel, is going to be sketchy.
This is the first time these new FPV gates are going to probably experience some DRL racing.
Yeah. We might get a gate tear.
Well, those V2 panels have been amazing. Have you flown through some of those yet?
I have seen them, but I don't have any.
They are. You could basically make like an inflatable boat out of those.
I hear they're pretty incredible, yeah.
Very durable.
And there's no holes in those, but we're only flying 3-inch props. And we had some of the V1s, they got pretty stringy, and these are like nothing's going on.
Yeah, we're finally getting rid of the mesh. It's about time.
I don't know. About windy days, we might want some mesh.
Okay, fair enough. For practice days, absolutely.
Those,
you need the
those little C cuts in them, and then
that works well. I actually had about 8 champs-sized gates before a month or two before champs in November, and they were from a mix of mayhem that just happened, as well as 2019 champs in Daytona, where it was pretty windy there as well. So they had the C cuts cut in it for me, and they stayed up for about 2 months on their own.
Nice. Yep.
Didn't touch them once.
Reducing surface area goes a long way. Are you going to be at Mayhem?
Probably not. Yeah.
That's going to be a wild race.
Yeah. Well, I said if there's room on Heart of America, I'd make the trip. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Did
Yeah.
Sean know that?
I've been talking with him.
Okay. I think there might be.
I have
I'm
to
not
pull
sure.
some strings. And
Last I heard, I don't know when you talked to him, but a few days ago, I remember asking if there was room for another pilot.
Interesting.
That would be a great addition. You're definitely.
Because right now, who is it? It's Sky, Nurk, Jet, Mondo, Heads Up,
Amari, Chief.
Amari. Yeah, Chief's on the team. Oh yeah.
Shames is just now realizing he's got the $50 for the bets in the chat.
Yeah, here's our stream winner.
He made a big bet.
I just looked at the thing. I'm like, shit.
We announced it, and we're like, oh, he doesn't deserve it. Oh, yeah.
Bo, bo, bo.
Oh, start time. Okay, gotcha.
Well, can you give him a start time?
Yeah, I'll give him a start time. I wanted to say thank you to Five33.com for making me rich.
Heck yeah, $50 richer.
Second place.
And that was just from betting in the chat.
Good job on second place. I got third place today.
Third place.
But I think I'm still leading the series with points. I'm currently the points series winner.
Smack talking.
I'm coming up. Hey, good find to you too, man.
This was a lot of fun.
Dude.
Yeah. Go get those two pilots started. We're about to watch Amari and Sky take off. Are they on the blocks?
No video yet, but who knows what channel they're on.
Yeah, are they going to be on R1, 6, 2, or 8? Yeah.
So funny enough, every time we seem to race tiny trainers, the Racer 4s make an appearance. I'm remembering back in Freedom Spec and Sean's backyard, we had a 3-way DRL race. It was Nurk, myself, and Amari all racing R4s, fully lit up.
Didn't you win that race?
I did.
That was awesome to watch too.
That might be why Amari didn't offer you his drone.
Hey, you know what? With all the concrete around, I don't blame him, honestly.
I watched Heads Up fly his drone upstairs when we had the race upstairs.
Ooh, that's got to be really cool.
The ceilings are lower, but we also had an outdoor section that went out a garage door and 2 other garage doors on the opposite side of the building. He made it like 4 laps, and then once his battery got pretty low, he came through a turn and just smashed into concrete. That Racer 4 was dead.
So that race in Sean's backyard, we actually did, I think, 2 heats. The first one, I'm flying and I'm watching it's shown on my DVR too after I watched it, but my signal's just cutting in and out and it's barely there. And I realized afterwards I have no antennas on my rapid fire. So I've got no signal being picked up. And I realized that, make it known to the other guys. And Nurk is like, oh yeah, I saw that. I figured I didn't want to help you out anymore.
That's hilarious. I can't tell you how many times I've put on a pair of goggles and tried to figure out what was wrong with my VTX, but I didn't have any antennas on.
We actually raced indoors at Collegiate Nationals, I think 2019 maybe? The last in-person one they had. And the signal was pretty rough. There must have been a lot of metal structure in that. Yeah, it was just an indoor track and field house, so they had the turf in the middle. And we actually just ran no antennas.
Was that pre-rapid fire days?
I had a rapid fire.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, that usually helps a bit, but taking antennas off is also the cheater, or the hack, I guess. That definitely helps a lot.
The cheapest way to get some attenuation.
Yeah. Up one video.
There we
This
go.
is going to be pretty exciting. I really hope we see some laps. I don't know if they're going to take it easy just to get around the track.
I'm sure they'll ease into it.
Look at everybody standing around it like, oh, look at
Racer 4.
See that number on the bottom?
2 videos.
That is their rate profile, I believe.
Oh, really? They just pick it on a switch?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can we get these videos up there? There we go.
It shouldn't be jumping around. That's one thing.
Probably figuring out their channels.
I don't know. I'm going to guess that Amari's going to take this one.
You think?
I don't know. I've been watching his sim flying, and he's been pretty incredible.
Definitely.
That's true. He did win in the sim, but is that the case in real life?
That is the question everybody's asking.
You can bump into somebody and actually fall out of the air.
Because that's one thing. I remember watching Captain Vanover just kind of sweep the floor with everybody in real life, and then there were pilots on the sim that were just beating him that couldn't even touch him in real life.
Yeah.
It is like a completely different world.
Totally different.
It's a different animal sitting in front of a monitor, but they've been telling me that they ran a special build of the DRL sim for the in-season, and they were saying it was slower and actually very, very accurate compared to the real thing.
I also heard that there's like variable motor output each heat.
Yes.
So somebody could have a little bit stronger.
So it's not about
battery.
muscle memory like completely. It's like you actually have to be like actively flying because every pack is different.
I think that's a good step forward, although they were kind of gaming the system a little bit by checking the voltage on punch out, because it'll tell you what profile you're in based on how much it sags.
Oh,
So.
okay.
That's smart.
The more
There's
you
always
know.
a way to figure it
Always,
out.
always. Well, the only thing they'd have to do is take the voltage off the screen.
True.
Easy fix.
I didn't even know there was voltage on the screen in DRL Sim. Because their battery never actually dies, right?
No?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe in their custom build, but...
Okay.
Okay, dokie.
Okay, we got 2 pilots walking to the starting blocks. We got a pretty good view of Amari's chin. That's one thing that happens often.
Oh, we put the jersey on?
At drone races is like, whenever somebody plugs in on you, it's usually like the worst angle of them. Like they're just like blowing you out of the air, but they're just holding this drone, looking at all 4 of their chins.
This guy's snagging a picture for the event. Look at him on the table next to the stands.
Those are massive.
It's so crazy how big they are.
Did you see, by chance, the meme from the Super Bowl with The Weeknd? He's holding the camera or third person running around.
After you crash.
I saw someone take a bunch of little screenshots of that with when it's kind of blurred and he's shaking it around and he almost looks like a little kid playing with his mom's camera, right? So someone made a meme out of that saying, when you pick up your drone after you crash in the field, checking if it's okay.
That's exactly what it is.
Gosh, that guy got so much flack for that video. Geppetto says this is going to be lit. That is a fact. There are more LEDs on one of these quads than all 4 of the quads that we were flying before. So.
Travis Daly says, I hope it doesn't go down like the final DRL virtual season race with both of these guys crashing in the same spot.
It's possible.
I think what we're going to see, if somebody does crash, is like a gate completely flopping over, because these were not built with 7-inch a kilogram? Are they?
I think it's 1.5 almost.
Dude, this thing's heavy.
Drones. Oh, they're arming them up.
Could be wrong on that though.
They're ready.
All right, I hear a whole bunch of readies. We're gonna get this thing underway. Take your bets. Who's gonna be who?
Amari's up top, Sky's down bottom.
All right.
We don't have the setup for betting, right?
There they go.
We're off.
Wow, you can see the drift.
Wow, look at the dust blow up.
They're right on each other. Oh, no, that's Sky.
Sky's gonna take a crash. Amari's gonna play the Bonnie route.
Did he say he's dead?
They might reset. I know there's no turtle mode on these, so they might just save a battery.
Gotcha.
Oh gosh, it looks like driving a bus.
You can tell it's like a completely different animal.
Absolutely.
Sky's running out there.
Amari getting chase cam footage here. I think they're gonna launch from the middle of the field.
They're just gonna be like, let's press pause.
Yeah, hold on.
$40 on Cash App.
Right. All right, they're gonna be going again. Amari's taking the slow route. Is that gonna be the route to take?
Okay, Amari's back in the air, going through the Sky Bridge. Sky's back up in the air. Let's see how he can fare on the second attempt. It's that, like, I feel like we should have given him a practice back. And Sky is stuck.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Amari's getting the hang of it.
He's
He's
upright.
figuring out what
Guy's back up.
does it feel
Maybe
like.
we'll just give him a couple.
That poor gate, you could hear the metal just hanging.
Guys, these are the top pilots in the world. You are experiencing something truly special.
Yeah.
DRL, send parts.
Yeah, this is.
There we
Nowhere
go.
else in 2020.
I think Sky's going to be able to finish a complete lap here.
Maybe a goal.
Yeah, he looked good on that finishing section there.
I think it's just these square gates are throwing them off. Oh, Amari's back. He went out there and picked it up. That's brave. I would be scared. These things are not like, they don't sound very nice.
7-inch props, they are massive.
Ooh, he clipped that gate.
It's definitely a tight track with this, but Sky's definitely starting to feel it.
He's getting so close to that pillar.
Yeah, I figured it would take a couple laps for them to
Yeah.
get used to this. Such a huge difference in actually
That is one
flying the two
nice thing
things.
about heavy drones. You can like use the weight to do things you usually can't do with like an open thrust
Gravity
drone.
drops, all that, yeah.
It's like you have a thrust vector, like it's like pointing down.
Guy is lighting up the track now. He's going to take a bobble as I say that. Looks like both of them are on their lids.
Announcer's curse.
Sky. Yeah.
Wow.
I think they should like just put him back on the blocks and go again after that practice.
Yeah, just the warm up, guys.
How long do these batteries last usually?
I don't know. They're down
In
to
here, they last a
19
long
volts,
time.
So they got a while. Because I think 17 is usually when it's
That's
like
where you
done.
stop.
That's
Yeah,
under
5S?
load, yeah. 5S, you're done at like 18-ish.
Yeah.
But you can obviously sag while you're flying.
Right.
But in here, they're definitely not hammering the
Sky looks
throttle.
pretty excited.
So they should get some pretty crazy flight times just in the tight track here.
That's awesome.
Are they going to go again? He says, yeah. I want to watch a real race. I want to see some laps.
I want to see some chase cam. I want to see like back to back.
We should get a tiny train in the air just to get a third perspective.
Oh, jeez,
that would be
poor little
scary.
tiny trainer.
And not fly the track, just kind of orbit
Just
around.
watch.
Yeah.
We should just send you out there with a camera on wireless.
You got a helmet? I'm down.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe
You
we
might
should
want
give
more
you
than
the
a
riot
helmet.
shield.
Go out there in a car.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like he's going to test arm that bad boy.
7-inch propellers.
So Sky got on it a lot faster than I thought he would. Like he started moving towards the end.
I was definitely impressed.
It looks like it's a bit more like twitchy and responsive than like how he was flying with the tiny trainer.
To me, that just looks like they're dialing in the momentum shift.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
They're
for
just
sure.
like feeling it out.
Throwing around a lot of weight.
The tiny trainers just don't carry that momentum, so when you corner these 90-degree turns, you can kind of just do it point and shoot, but these you really need to anticipate a lot more. And there's
into
not
things
room to
backwards.
really load the props up, so it
Yep. Momentum plays a big factor there. Get this big old brick moving. You got to figure out what you're going to do whenever you're going to stop it. We will see. I don't know. I think that with that extra little practice laps that Sky was getting, he's going to be able to take the lead. And to make a pass in a course like this is going to be pretty challenging. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it to Sky, but Amari needs to jump out and get that lead right away.
Yeah, whoever gets the lead first, it's going to be hard to get out in front of them because you saw them. They were like kind of like trying to like
Yeah.
pull back whenever they were going through the gates together.
realistically, where would you pass? You kind of have to wait for a mistake to happen.
Probably before the
spiral
dive,
gate.
if you take a nice dive line, and then that's probably one of the more open parts
Yeah.
where there's open air.
Yeah, that thing is massive.
It is.
And that's
this
without
doesn't even
the
have a battery
Yeah.
or a GoPro.
Right, or props.
Or antennas.
So do they just use this little flap in the back to hold the battery in?
Yep, just the TPU little flap.
That's it.
That's all or nothing there.
I like when the cases end up being a little crunchy, a little broken from some crashes, and
all duct
they just
taped.
run a battery strap around the whole thing and clamp it shut.
So this is what the Tiny Trainer was inspired by. We've had a lot of fun with it. We would probably have to scale this track up, what, like 5 times? For them
A lot.
To be able to go full speed.
It'd need to be pretty big, especially to have 4 up.
We got one quad plugged in. We'll probably just watch them go one more time. It's not something you get to see every day. Did we have the track cams up for that last one? Was it watching? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I was just watching their DVR.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out who was going to crash next and how the gate was
Casey
going to
has
fare.
a hard head. Just send him out with a camera.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's KLC?
I don't know. I'm sure I'll find out later.
He's like, I don't know, but I want his address.
Yeah. Go ahead and drop your location in the chat, please.
Let's see. It is.
Bumper drones.
Are they going one more time? Okay. Did Amari have to change a prop?
Yeah, I need to find a Tranis battery.
I've got a Tranis battery in my backpack. Swap up Razor 4. Whoops. Do you need a Tyrannus battery? Okay, cool.
Is that the Tyrannus with the battery glued to the bottom? Of course.
Shame's coming in with the drone with the actual props on it. Gives it a whole new kind of
These are
feel.
shocking me. These are shocking. Yeah. What a day today, huh, Casardo? Did you have some fun?
I did. I'm going to grab that drone. It's on the keyboard, causing it to freak out over there.
Freaking out. Hey, my wife's here. She doesn't like my mask. She's not a fan of this mask. I bought it specifically for the Tiny Trainer warehouse.
she immediately gave him a hand gesture that was just like, not the mask right now.
Yeah, my wife didn't get to see me get second place today. Beating Mondo and beating Amari and beating Sky. Yeah, she wasn't here. She's at the mall spending money. It's awesome.
Do you need that drone?
Oh, you need this? Oh, yeah. So they're flying Racer Force.
Massive quads on a tiny force.
This track is not really intended for Racer Force.
At all.
It's kind of, I could beat both of them with a tiny whoop.
Very easily. I think Bonnie could beat both of them with a tiny trainer.
Yeah, you know, so anyway, they're going to grid it up, get her done.
That would be not good for a tiny trainer to hit one of those 7-inch props.
There won't be much left.
Yeah, that'd just chop
If you
it.
remember Freedom Spec, actually Sky, who was flying here with us.
I do remember that.
Prior to him getting on to DRL, his wife, Rhiannon, came and she was flying a tiny trainer at the open class day of Freedom Spec. And Sky was not Sky. Someone else was flying a Racer 4.
Yes.
Who was it? Was it not Nurk?
Nurk had a Racer 4s, Amari had him, and I was flying one at one point.
During open day.
Oh, actually, that was me.
Well, the Racer 4 kept just literally power driving her poor little tiny trainer on the track.
It was like one of her first or couple of flights in a race.
Yeah, it kind of sucked a little. There's some other pilots complaining, like, I can't pass anybody because they're all stupid Racer 4s and tiny trainers everywhere.
I think I ran one heat with mine. There might have been someone else flying as well, but I was not having a good day on 5-inch.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the break the stuff day. It was kind of designed that way too, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't know what we'll do for the format of Freedom Spec this next year. We are going to be having a big Freedom Spec race, probably Freedom Spec Finals in Moberly, Missouri on July 4th weekend. July 4th this year is going to be on a Sunday. So we'll do a whole weekend race. There'll be some sort of flying event Friday night. Probably something all day Saturday, definitely something on Sunday, July 4th. We like to end that sucker right before the fireworks for a couple reasons. One, it's cool to have fireworks when you're done flying. And two, we just like to make my life hell because it's like
time crunch.
How many hole shot rules did I call on you at that race?
There was one. So Patrick got really almost screwed at Freedom Spec last year. We had several hole shot rules where there was a crash prior to the first hole shot gate. Now, our hole shot gate was about 1,500 feet into the lap. It was a long way. So there kept being mid-airs prior to the hole shot. But we were like 7 or 8 minutes from the hard stop of the lights at the stadium being turned off on us because of the fireworks. And Patrick and someone else had a midair, and I didn't call it. I'm like, I don't want to call the whole shot. So everyone kept flying, and I was like, it was a whole shot.
Nurk was fighting for me.
Yeah, I was like, we had to do the right thing, but we were so short on time. I didn't know if we were going to actually get it done or not. But I see Amari. And I see Sky. They got the jerseys on even.
Yeah,
man, this is like serious here. Gosh,
I've got to get out there and see this for myself this time.
Yeah, it's scary.
Get some
I'm going to tell you. I was standing out there just to the left of those pillars near the start zone, and it was nothing short of horrifying.
Yeah, it's like a lawnmower flying through the air.
Yep.
With no guard.
Someone could die.
That's interesting. All right. You want to scroll down on that chat over there so we can see what people are saying?
Let's see the saying. What are we doing here?
Right.
Bumper Likens. Rab is in here. Oh, T-Dog. Oh, look, that was in sequence. Let's see. So who do you think's going to take this? We haven't seen either Amari or Sky fly a Racer 4 in real life. I'm going to say at this point, I wouldn't know who to bet on.
Bumper thinks that it's going to be Sky, and from the looks of things, it could be, but I think this is any man's race. It just depends on who's going to get out in front of each other and maintain that position. No crashing.
Yeah, I just realized when DRL sends Sky, I don't know if they have yet, sent him like his custom Fat Sharks. They're gonna have sunglasses like super
Glued on the outside
to the front of them because you can't wear sunglasses under Fat Sharks. But
No.
I would assume they're just seconds from going here. Any moment we're gonna see some.
Yep, we're going to get this underway. We got 2 good
Flying
videos.
buses.
Go ahead and take off, and I'll follow you, Scott. Okay? All right.
I hear Amari and Sky talking in the
Yep,
headphones.
they're going to do a little following. I like the idea.
Oh, and they're off. Oh no! Someone put a prop on backwards.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it's really cool. We had this opportunity to showcase the professional drone pilots here tonight. I'm just throwing some shade. If you don't know, Amari and Sky are both 2 of my favorite pilots on Earth. They are part of our team, part of America FPV, and it's really cool to see them now on DRL competing at such a high level. Amari won the Sim championship this last year to get his spot, and I remember 3 years ago, our very first team race in Sebring, Florida. They were gearing up for the Sim race that season, and I had qualified for it. Amari, they were taking the top 24. Amari had qualified 50th, maybe 49th. It was like super high. But essentially they went down the list because there were people that couldn't make it. So they're like looking for someone that could make it. And they got all the way down to Amari at 50th. And we were at Pizza Hut of all places, like at this, hanging out during the drone race, when people went to restaurants back in the day. And he's like, I don't know if I should do this here. They're flying again. We'll let them go. We only got one quad in the sky, though.
Guy's going up because
Man.
Amari had to flip some stuff around.
He's just getting some practice in.
Yeah, he's getting warmed up.
Gosh.
So big. Once he
Anyway.
learns how to sling that momentum around, he'll be able to get some smooth laps.
Long story short there, I feel like I really encouraged Amari to take the plunge and go do the DRL tryouts that year. And although he didn't win, I think it, helped solidify.
Planted the seed.
Planted the seed for him, and he came back 2 years later and put the hurt on. So
That's a fact. That was a fun season to watch.
Yep. Uh-oh, Amari's plugged in now.
Uh-oh, Sky's getting hot. Sky's
I'll
getting
say.
saucy.
Man, that skybridge was sure fun tonight.
Yeah, it looks
And
like it took a
horrifying.
beating. It's got a couple of LEDs hanging down.
Yep.
It's all right, though. We'll have a completely new track in here soon. And
Yeah, let us know in the chat. What would you like to see on the Tiny Trainer Warehouse Series
5.
track?
Yeah,
track number 5. The final track before finals. Final.
if you have any elements that you'd like to suggest, go
Yeah.
ahead and send those to Armando or any of the crew here. We'll definitely get those suggestions in the box.
Yep. And we want some ideas for the final track, too. We want the final track to be super epic.
Well, they're following each other.
Oh, man.
Amari's
Flying in
just
tandem.
behind him. Entering the top J.
Look at that. So unfortunately, it looks like one of them doesn't have much for LEDs.
Where is Amari going to make the pass? That's the question.
Good luck finding a spot. You got a 4.5-foot drone and a 5-foot gate. I'm exaggerating.
Mamacita. He's up. He's up. Everybody in the pits just
like
got
he
so
armed it.
terrified.
He armed it on the hop there. Right back up in the air.
Oh, he's right behind him again. Boom. About 2 gates back.
This would be, man, to take a whole floor of this building and do like a DRL race would be bananas. Or DRL could pull off the stuff to like dive down the center gap and stuff.
Oh, in the stairwell. That thing came up quicker than expected for sure.
Yeah. So here we go. When you're betting on DraftKings this next season between Amari and Sky, I think you're gonna have to give it to Sky. I think he's gonna have a little bit of an edge on an actual Racer 4 is what it looks like to me. Now at the same time, I think having his butt handed to him here, Amari's gonna come back with vengeance this season. So I've never known him to show up nothing less than prepared. So guys,
awesome.
I'm gonna skedaddle. I gotta finish packing up.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I'll leave you to it, Casardo.
All right. Well, I appreciate all the people that were in the chat betting and.
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. I remember seeing Kilo with us, Bumper Likens, Rab FPV, T-Dog, everybody that hung out with us. I remember Multi GP watching, Kevin Turner, everybody that joined in, thank you so much. Race 5 is 2 weeks from today. Who are we going to be seeing there? We're going to be seeing Heads Up. We're going to be seeing
Everybody.
Propsicle. We're going to be seeing
All the big dogs.
Wait, who's practicing? Fitty Cal. He is ready. I think we're going to see a big showing from Fitty Cal at Race 5.
Yeah, it's going to be bananas.
And then I think that's about it that I know that's coming. But yeah, Chief might make it. But thank you everybody for joining us. We're going to be signing off, and thanks for coming, and we'll see you in Race 5.
Later.